Hello, everybody, and what's up? We're back here with BostonBlueBeat. I am Toledo, and I'm here with Burning Nachos.
Hello everyone, here we are for another great week of the Blue Beat here in Boston. And I'm here with Toledo, and I'm burning nachos.
Hi, Burning Nachos. It's nice to see you.
It's nice to see you too.
Oh, man. Okay. We've got a pretty good bracket coming up today. I'll address one thing, first that I think is really funny. Because we got the usual, I would say kind of the usual suspects, right? You know, we got Lao Ping, Play Guy, Fuzzama, Oni, and then in the left corner right there is BananaKen. Who I don't think we've gotten a chance to see here at BostonBlueBeat for a weekly in quite a while. So I'm very happy to see them around. But I think everybody kind of knows that the big sort of, I can't even come up with a pun like banana in the room. But, you know, the big elephant in the room, of course, being, you know, BananaKen kind of showing up here. So it could be very difficult is all I'm going to say to hit that top one spot. But, you know, I'm excited to see how things pan out.
Well, what I think with Mr. BananaKen is that he has a lot of appeal, you know, and he's going to play a very slippery play style. But hopefully during this tournament, he'll find someone who's able to peel back the layers and really work the matchup in a different way, you know?
And if things go wrong, I think he'll manage to find another way for someone to take the fall, truly.
There you go.
Especially given the war crimes that man is capable of. Jesus Christ.
He plays a character that can truly be funny sometimes, and honestly, that's what we're all here for.
Coco is a hilarious character. There was what was it that I saw recently? Because somebody made a joke about the top tiers of BlazBlue, and then BananaKen I think made a quote retweet that was you know, the army man holding his arms wide. I think it was other BlazBlue top tiers is Kokonoe, something like that. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, Kokonoe is a rarity in BlazBlue because this is not a frequent touch of death game. There's Hakumen when he has all of his cookies, and then there's Kokonoe when she's got overdrive, 100 meter, and she's got the golden taker.
Yeah, a ton of options available to her that are unique. I think funny enough, these two characters actually have really great cash outs for massive damage. Fuzzama and Susanoo here.
Oh yeah,
coming up there.
I mean, anyone who's played BlazBlue for any period of time knows about the Super Snake Kick, which is one of Fuzzama's big cash outs. Alright, here we are. Yeah, that seems like a button check moment.
I think both players are good to go here. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get right into it. A follow-up's going to end up not making any much contact. Oh, okay, 2C comes up in an immediate burst. Let's see how this ends up panning out. It's a very big resource for Susanoo that honestly didn't get too huge of a hit.
No, not too... Well, 2C can still be pretty nice because on a counter hit like that, that would have been straight to the corner.
2C is definitely a few unlocks at the very least, I think. But not one of the bigger, you're about to die hits, I feel like.
No, counter hit 2C, you can get pretty good stuff out there. Oh, nice fake out on the Yoki. That's gonna do a fair amount of damage.
Yeah, they can definitely kill. Oh no, they didn't have wheel available. My brain immediately was oh, they're gonna do wheel RC into super, but they didn't have that available, so they had to cut off the they had to cut it off after the Grand Viper there.
One of Susanoo's strengths and weaknesses is sometimes you just have to improvise with what you have and what you don't have, and sometimes you just don't have what you wish you did.
Yeah, it takes a very good seal awareness to kind of maximize your confirms, right? It is definitely, I would say, not as difficult as one might presume. Oh, hold on a second. 6B catch here.
Oh, this is going to do so much. Oh.
Good damage. Okay.
Overdrive through the crowd.
5C counter hit as well. This is going to be big damage. Active flow
Super
here.
sneak.
Let's see what we got.
Oh no! The extension, but still managed to do 4K, and that's without counting the lifesteal.
Yeah, and additionally, that definitely puts them in a better range. However...
Grand Viper!
Astral available, are we gonna see it? No!
Didn't believe in it.
Oh my god. And that's gonna be the first game right there going to HourGlass. I swear, there's something about 6D that, I hop on this game and I'm like, Susanoo has mostly overheads and mids, and his overheads are slow, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get hit with it. And then like I play against Ajax and he just does walk back 6D, and I'm like, I feel like a clown.
Yeah, I feel like 6D not too bad, but it's the 6C into 6D that's just like, no, I'm not reacting to that. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's just not happening. Oh, very nice.
First they go into Hourglass here.
Break those seals. Got that Grand Viper. Very useful combo tool.
Probably going to see it on the next confirm here. DP unlocked as well to deal with pressure. But man, it's been the... Dude, those 2Cs have been carrying so much like neutral interactions right there again, like...
And that was one of those super late 2Cs that you'll see off of Susanoo sometimes. Oh, goes for the DP but misses. Little scramble situation there. Overhead into Super Snake. Uh-oh. Get him out of the corner. Yeah. The fancy combos.
Good confirm. Nice damage that they got on there.
Very nice. Oh, goes for the low.
Oh, clashes right there. That 6C is interesting because Susanoo DP is a projectile and 6C has projectile property on it. So they clash like that in that situation there, rather than Susanoo completely invulning.
Oh, that was really nice awareness to not get caught by that air grab reset there.
Oh,
unfortunate.
No. I have no idea what's going on now. Oh my god. No. This is... At this point, if they lose, yeah, they deserve that. I'm so sorry. Like, I want to be a kind person, but you just did Grand Viper 3 times in a row, and then you...
The first one, I can understand, because he was trying to do Super Jump JB. Sometimes it happens, you do the quarter circle by accident, you do a Grand Viper and Grand Viper. After that, he was 100% like, I've got a game lead, I've got more health than he does, I'm just gonna press the buttons.
Because you could tell it was one of those, like, surely they're gonna panic jump here. 6A, like, RC, they didn't, well, I'll do it again, 6A RC. Oh, I have no meter.
Well, yeah, you RC twice, you shoot 3 times. Oh.
That...
Nice bait. And now Susanoo has no meter to play with. Which is definitely not somewhere you want to be. Ooh, nice!
But they're holding position really well in these situations. Not able to get a clean hit quite yet, but they're getting seals little by little here.
Man, this Susanoo is definitely challenging when he needs to. Very nice.
Yeah, I would say that they're contesting pretty well in neutral. I think it's just kind of like, from this round at least, it's just a matter of getting out of these scramble situations and getting your big clean hit. And this might just be the start here.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Nice barrier.
That barrier's gone. Now all it takes is just one little hit. That extra 20% damage from Danger State is definitely going to result in it. No, or not. Okay.
To go for another prank. This one works though. This one works though. Because Air Pillar is plus.
Yeah, I could have sworn they would have been able to go for a super from that situation there, but maybe weren't confident in the confirm, or were worried about Paration, or just
perhaps the player is optimizing for funniness.
Some people definitely
very, very possible.
I think that's a solid chance there. Right now, DC confirm, just going to back away from this overdrive.
I do like the seal awareness, just going for that JD in the air and not pressing any buttons first, just to make sure he has that DP.
Yeah.
Very nice by the Hourglass.
I will say, though, I think Garanex has been pretty on the ball with just not really extending themselves in pressure, which has been causing the Hourglasses, DPs to whiff a bit more on occasion. Nice patient neutral right there, just backing off.
But worth noting, too, that Garanex, for the first time, blocked the 6D there because he's noticed that the Hourglass has only ever gone for that after 5D.
Yeah. Another 2C ending up connecting from the Hourglass. I like Garanex's attempts to, vary their approaches right there, but not quite it with doing the double B follow-ups here. Hourglass manages to get in, blocks the 6C, gets away from the 6B.
Oh, that was so dangerous. No punish.
And I like that Garanex is trying to back off. Oh, trying to go for the burst right there for the 2C. Oh, 5A counter hit. Should be able to get a loop here in the EA. No, goes for snake kick extension. Okay, what have we got here?
This is an A starter, so let's see how long this will last.
Oh, not very long at all with that drop there. 3.2k.
Oh, but this will do. This will do.
Burst is going to come over soon, and Garanex doesn't have the meter to end with super to keep it burst safe, so this is going to be at least... Oh, no!
There it is.
Ah...
With both these players have been really on top of not getting reset. It makes me feel like these two play each other a lot.
Hey, I'm not too sure, honestly. This is the first time that I remember that I, can recall seeing both of these players, and we're likely going to see a switch come up here. I wonder who we're going to get. That's a lot of characters hovered over right now.
What do we got? What have we got? What have we got?
I don't trust players until I see like the die finish rolling. Okay, Izuyue. All right, that is a
easy.
Okay.
All
let's see
right.
what happens here.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Because Izuyue definitely a move that's been doing a lot of work in the matchup has been Susanoo 2C, and Izuyue's anti-air is a full input. So it's a little less easy to just throw out.
Yeah, she doesn't have any command normals or, you know, other kinds of normals that anti-air traditionally. She's forced to use either her slashes to cover the space, or she just backs off using her movement.
Yeah.
So I'm not too sure how this will be. We're seeing an early burst come out here right now.
Yeah. Oh.
No, no stocks, so they weren't able to follow up on that chain there. However, good conversion here for the JCs.
It's the J doesn't get the full confirm. Block in the air, that means you can't punish it. Very nice.
Alright, a single DP from the Hourglass, but honestly right now Garanex is in such a good position. I say that as they get thrown, but the teleport into a burst.
There we go. Garanex resetting to neutral.
I wonder if they bursted there to like avoid Izuyue getting stocks at all. Sometimes you'll kind of see that where people will early burst to prevent those like resource win conditions.
Right. Generally against characters like Arakune or sometimes even Hakuman.
Yeah. I would say that for Izuyue though, stocks often feel relatively inevitable unless you have like very dominant control over the neutral.
Yeah. Because she gains stocks even if you block her normal specials, which are like sometimes just unavoidable. You just have to block that.
Yeah, either she'll jail you into it through a block string or, you know, round start slash being kind of the most like big example here. Opting to go for the 5B, I don't dislike it there, but Garanex's chains end up getting them in. TP comes in from Hourglass right now, 3 stocks available for Izuyue, but they have not switched to gain arts at all, and I'm wondering why at this point. I feel like they would benefit a lot from the movement here.
Maybe it has to do with just not having built up enough stocks and not feeling comfortable enough to go for it.
I think, yeah, given how much stocks they have now and the fact that they haven't transformed yet, I think they might have kind of gotten into that syndrome where sometimes... Okay. Finally, they've had enough 2-3-6D and the 2-1-4D. They're spending a lot of stocks, but they're not getting much done with it, sadly.
Yeah, they're throwing out the triple fireball and teleporting afterwards, but nothing's been happening, and we're out of gain arts.
Yeah. Oh, Garanex
looking for that. Tries to go with that burst.
Not gonna work out for him this time. Let's see what we get next. 4D connects. Not gonna be able to kill, but next hit should be like 2 hits in the...
Oh yeah, there it is. God. Garanex taking it.
Dance C follow-up into RC to bait the burst. I don't know. If I'm Hourglass, I think I would... I'm honestly surprised they went Izuyue, because the Susanoo was effective.
Yeah, the Susanoo was working. If anything, I would say that one round where he did the 4 or 5 Grand Vipers that he lost in the end, that might have been a mental damage round where it's like, oh man, I had that game, and then he took 2 rounds on me in a row. Like, I need to switch it up because I'm pooping out. That might just have been a mental damage round.
It could be, because there's definitely things like that where you're about to close, it doesn't go your way, and then you end up scrambling because you panicked, and then suddenly you lose, and you're like, oh, okay, I could have just been done with this. I literally could have been like eating some chips or whatever, but now I have to like keep going.
I could have been making rice.
Honestly. Well,
so I can have rice with my chili.
Dude.
But instead I'm here playing against this fucking Fuzzama player. Oh, no swearing. Whoopsie. No, that's a baddie.
That's a bad word, dude. I can't believe you said that.
Say that. No, it's
terrible.
Here I am fighting this Fuzzama player when instead I could be eating chili.
Dude, seriously. When was the last time I had chili? Dang. Anyway, I will say, though, that I think the other thing they ran into, to kind of reiterate a little bit, not to be rude or anything, I think sometimes when you're playing, like, Izuyue, and you haven't necessarily gotten to a point where you're comfortable managing your stocks, you run into this weird syndrome where it's like, I have to get all of my stocks before I go into gain arts mode, and then I can do my thing. Where in reality, even having, like, 3 or 4, like, stocks for it is more than enough to start your game plan, right?
Yeah, definitely in some matchups, too, you want to have that movement more than anything else. Yeah. You want to be able to move like that, and if you don't have any stocks, you don't really get to, you know, have any reward off of your movement. So you need to have a couple stocks, but that's all you need.
Yeah. And even then, there are certain situations, again, depending on the matchup, where even if you don't have any stocks, that gain art movement really gets you out of some awkward positions.
Definitely.
But that being said, we've got a completely different set here. This is going to be Vexia versus TooManyTwos.
TooManyTwos. There's already 2 twos too many in that one.
Yeah, I can't afford this at this point. But this should be interesting, yeah. So, full disclosure, Vexia is a friend of mine, and then we mash every now and then. Their Jhin has been a work in progress, and it's been exciting to see them grow. They're a player from New York. TooManyTwos, I'll be honest, I have never seen them until today.
They play Bang, so I'm going to be rooting for Jhin here. Oh, there we go. Get the hit.
Oh. Not quite there with the 2C confirm, after the 2C, but what would have been alright is now looking a bit dangerous. Thankfully, they managed to get out of that combo, but 5C, man.
The overhead. It's you know, it's slow. You can react to it. And then Bang can jump on block.
It's one of those weird BB overheads where like it's slow, but the animation is like sometimes awkward to recognize. This should be death here, actually.
Yeah, okay. There it is. The animation, he stays in the same kind of stance that he is when he's pressing 5A, so it's definitely a little tricky. It's definitely a little tricky. TooManyTwos kind of took that really solidly.
I think once they managed to get in their like winning position, they were doing A-okay. The kind of interactions beforehand were a little bit shakier. Here they are right now, getting the successful engage off of the 2A, but not able to get a full confirm. OD is available for Vexia. Let's see if they try to pop it on. So, oh, that's super minus, not there for the punish, however. 3C not going to get punished, and that's one thing you got to stop Bang players from doing.
Yeah, because 3C is ambiguously punishable depending on distance, but you have to try, you know?
Yeah, I would say like most of the time on block it's fine. Wow, that's a lot of patience from TooManyTwos, but it resulted in them not actually challenging and punishing the OD into DP there from Vexia.
Yep. Get the hit, get the seals.
Pressure there for the extended corner carry. Float mix, but the throw!
TooManyTwos just teleported behind Vexia. You know?
I can't tell if that was supposed to be a throw OS and then it auto-corrected into throw because Bang like swapped sides there.
That was a very tricky swap side.
That was very weird, yeah.
Very tricky gaming there.
OD is off the table for Vexia.
You have to be really careful because those nails, there's still one nail in play and those nails are fast and they can do the rest of that damage.
However, TooManyTwos has now spent it on the bumper. Snowflake plays well, but still a little too high to interrupt the 3C there, but the throw will take the round.
Very nice.
This is looking pretty close, I won't lie, for the first game.
So here we go. Oh, the round start 3C? TooManyTwos.
That was a 6C. That was weird.
Yeah. Oh, 6C. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. We're gonna get that crouching confirmed.
Alright, should be freeze. Let's see. I think they're just gonna go for the standard ender, yeah. Oh, funny enough, that teleport probably wouldn't have worked had Vexia Gatlinged into a different normal there, but because it was the 6A, it took a little bit too long, so they managed to swap sides. The tricky little overhead gets flung right into that string, and suddenly Vexia is looking very, very dead off of just like 2.5 hits.
So that's the thing with the teleports, so the drives and the teleports, it's like, you know, the drive into teleport will lose to most things, but if you're trying to go for something, it can also win against a lot of things.
It's very hit or miss, right? Like, so you have the very safe option in Explosion, which is like, hey, I'm plus, like, at worst. Teleports are useful on the occasion to kind of evade certain things, but I would say against Jhin Pressure, who's already staggering things, I wouldn't use it very much, especially because 5B sometimes just hits, like, gets like a reverse hit, or Jhin 5C, right? Like, he's got a lot of silly normals that will end up hitting on both sides there. So if I were Bang, I'd rather go for just the explosion, simply because, like, majority of the time you're not going to get a situation like that.
Like, you don't lose anything from going for the explosion in those kinds of cases.
Yeah. Jhin also doesn't have any weird projectile interaction with him too, so...
Yeah. I think if you were, like, a crazy god, you might be able to do, like, Yukikaze, but I don't know any crazy gods.
Yeah, neither do I, I'll be honest there. Bumper is set up, and, you know, as the legend says, as I like to put it, if there is a bumper, a Bang player will use it. There is no question, no doubt. They will try to use it to side swap for something.
Side swap, or even just let me 3C, 3C, and then 5C or something. You know, some funny prank where I can cancel things that I can't usually. Oh, that counter hit could have been a confirm, but Vexia was not ready for it.
Yeah, unfortunately, they ended up autopiloting into a second 6A. And yeah, just trying to move him around right there, and TooManyTwos finally throwing out the nails in that situation. And that's also kind of tough to deal with because he was crossing up there. So that is like feels even more awkward in terms of trying to like dash like barrier to get out of that situation, because it could very well turn into like backdash, or like an input gets crossed up and becomes something else. Bumper is set, side swaps are had. 5C, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised with it.
Overdrive, but being so close to the ground, that basically just is a scramble situation.
Yeah, I like the OD, but flow pressure can feel very weird to deal with, and OD isn't always necessarily the solution there. In reality, like, flow pressure, you can mash on it a lot more than you would think. That could have led to death with the resources.
That could have been death, yes. That was the best possible starter, the best possible sequence.
5D from neutral. I see what you were trying to do here now. Goes into the standard knockdown here, Vexia, trying to go for the empty jump 2A, but TooManyTwos just holding up back and get out of that situation. 623B into slide, I see.
The 5D in neutral is the my bang's not like the other bang situation, you know? My bang's not like the other bangs. I press 5D in neutral and then everyone does it.
That just says my bang is like Kobe's.
Bangs.
If I'm gonna be real.
My bang is not like other bangs. I just do the same thing that every other bang does.
I don't run up 2D, I run up 5D.
Yeah, I'm built different, you know?
Yes. Meanwhile, they just walk out the factory. But, either way, though, I would say, you know, jokes aside, that was a good showing from TooManyTwos. They definitely maneuvered around pretty solidly there. Around Vexia.
Couple of little scramble situations, but he scrambled those eggs pretty well. That's definitely something you learn to do, because as Bang's combo routes are hard, so you get a lot of drops, so you get to experience a whole lot of scrambles, so eventually you just have to become good at them.
It's a variety of things, I feel like, that lead in that. I wanna get to that point in a moment, but first, I do want to talk about some of the stuff that we've got going on here for BostonBlueBeat in general. First and foremost, per usual, there is a Matcherino for this. Y'all should throw in some donations, throw in some codes, you know what I'm saying? We got a whole little, you know, we got a little tweet there with the links on there. You should totally retweet that. Tell your friends so we can put in codes and all that jazz. Trust us, we do appreciate it very much. And don't worry, because if you're not used to using Matcherino, it's very simple. You log in with like literally almost any social media device that you have. Then you just hit the claim code and boom, it's done. It's as easy as that, as you just saw on stream. Crazy, ain't it? Moving on from that, just a couple of things to note. Our next offline monthly is on May 20th. It's got the usual games, so that'll be Exerd, Strive, CF, and NBTL, as well as the KOF. So be on the lookout for some more things that are going on. And per usual, you guys can always bring side games. Let us know, organize with people in the region, and we'll get something to go and run it. Trust us, it's always a lot of fun. For our offline event, for our online events, of course, we do have the normal BBB O's in terms of our BBCF weeklies, but we also have our Plus R bracket, which is going weekly now, starting May 2nd. So this will be every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And believe us, we're going to have a lot of fun. You know, you guys have been showing up and showing out a lot for Plus R, and we love bringing it out for you guys. So be sure to check out the new weeklies here on Tuesdays again. Now, to move on to some other offline stuff that we got going on. If you remember Beach episode from last year, it's back this year, and we're going to be in Boston per usual on July 15th. It's going to be a weekend of games, beaches, and a lot of fun. And don't forget, you guys should come through for Friday, because on Friday we have our weekly event that is ran in Boston. Not us that are running it technically, but don't worry, Boston has one of its weeklies on that Friday. Then on the 16th, we're also heading to the beach. So the day after the tournament, you get to hang out at the beach, and we've got a ton of games for you guys to play. Again, we've got Exerd, Strive, Plus R, MBAC, BBCF, MBTL, Dems Fighting Hurts, Sailor Moon S, the Boston Classic, and a ton of other stuff going on here. And if you guys want to hop over to Massachusetts a little earlier, we do have another event coming up here that is going to be hosted with some of the folks at Bay State Beatdown for Smash and fighting games. So we will be running meter management, and that'll have Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear Strive, and Smash Bros. Ultimate Singles and Squads, and that'll be on June 10th at Uptime Academy in Hanover for Mad Games. Trust us, it's going to be a lot of fun. You can reg at start.gg/meter. And if you need even more video juegos, you can see those later because BananaKen is on screen hitting wheel from full screen. Jesus Christ.
It's fine, it's the Rachel matchup, it's what you gotta do.
Dude, you got a hit button against Rachel. I was...
Right, so I will say that you forgot to mention one very important game at Beach episode, which is the episode where at the beach we're going to dig a hole because we did last year.
Dude, so true. I missed out last time. The photos looked like it was a lot of fun.
You spent most of it asleep, so I don't know.
I mean, if you were having fun in the sun, that's alright. I'm not saying.
I was passed out in the hole. Alright.
That's all good. Wait a minute. Golden Taker from
above?
Okay, the
it's
regular
hit by the
Taker
cow.
Super. That was a weird situation because BananaKen invoned through that, but Chupa wasn't high enough in the air for it to. What? I feel like I want to test that for study because that is just such a strange situation to happen.
I think just air Golden Tiger is just something you see so infrequently because you usually just see grounded because grounded you can't just float in the air and wait for it to happen.
I mean, it's part of the confirms. Not only was it a Tiger, it was the non-OD version, which you almost never see at all, and it was in the air, and it invoned through a bunch of projectiles. That was just strange altogether here.
Yeah, that was pretty strange. Here we go. Seeing the little bat take out a huge fireball. That's 6B, wow.
Dude, 6B and 6A are normals of all time.
So, yeah, 6A being the best anti-air in the game, but that's 6B on reaction to Kokonoi going for her little Hell's Fang there. That was really well reacted on.
We're gonna see a Super Bowl reset though, and you gotta guess at this
nice
point.
Block! Nice blocks, and then gets grabbed on.
And this should be death, given, Kokonoe's routing here.
Yeah, that should be
Super gun, stomp the arm.
Super. You kids get off my lawn. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm gonna start saying that now when I see that super. Because she stomps like that. Oh my god.
She does.
JC, that's a smart round start, but I'm surprised that the counter hit didn't end up leading to a follow-up there. It looked like the wall bounce wasn't necessarily expected from BananaKen.
Maybe. It maybe also have to do with... Rachel has one of the really weird hurt boxes where maybe because she's so fat, she hit the ground faster than expected.
He does have some weird interactions with some characters routing in the game. I think the BananaKen was probably intending to burst there and wasn't expecting the 3C to more or less be the ender for the confirm right there in overdrive, but Chupa just kind of backs off safely and just lets BananaKen kind of sit on top of the lightning rod there. And I think that's a very smart way to play out the overdrive.
Oh, very nice. Punch there, bursts out, doesn't want to deal with it. Kokonoi definitely one of those characters you don't... Oh, there's the overhead.
Yeah, this is looking a little rougher now. Bomb is still planted right there. RC's in order to stay in, it keeps their pressure right now. BananaKen has Chupa in the corner. Crush Trigger is going to break that guard now.
Mildly charged Crush Trigger, so we get the good starter, the 5B.
Wow, and I'm not going to lie, Chupa just has the leads on the teleports right now. The BananaKen's going for the Graviton mix there. Alright, and this should be death here. Super ends it right there.
Yep. Man, that was really solid by BananaKen, but also TooManyTwos is kind of also cooking.
Yeah, they're doing really well. You can tell that they're giving BananaKen somewhat of a hard time in neutral. I think that BananaKen is having a hard time getting set up in order to kind of move in and engage quickly. So there's a lot of situations where BananaKen will try to set up Fireball or then set up a Graviton, and by that time there's already two Lobelias flinging towards his direction. And the fact that Lobelia just completely nullifies a Fireball like that. Really smart usage of really smart from Chupabaka to have so many responses to a lot of the neutral ideas that BananaKen has here. But that's going to be some dangerous positioning that ends up getting rid of their burst.
Go for combo. Boom, boom.
Gonna end with that, with the bomb on top of them to limit Chupa's options here.
Gets the chair, but gets it super late.
Yeah, and BananaKen was right. They just up-backed and they didn't even bother to throw it at JB till much later. Fireball connects.
See, the combo potential on Kokonoe air hits is pretty good. Like Shin's in a solid setup, and there's the
oh, black hole, and that should be able to lead to death actually with the meter available. Yeah, this should be checkmate more or less.
Yeah, just go into super.
Nice gone.
Get the hell off my lawn.
And you are gone.
Get the HE double hockey sticks. I gotta stop swearing. There's kids
It's
watching this stream.
Think of the children.
Yes. Think of the children, like poor little aerial deck.
Jesus Christ, George the 13th and Lavelia, it's set play city.
Set play city. Oh, and get hit by the super.
I'm surprised that BananaKen opted to challenge there. I don't think it was a bad idea, but unfortunately not quite fast enough in order to beat out the Tempest Dahlia there.
Oh, nice. Send up the moves. Yeah, get out of there.
And I really like the 5Cs that BananaKen's using in order to beat George there. Because normally most characters try to go for like a sweep, crouching, hitting normal. But Kokonoe 5C has a massive hitbox, so even if Rachel tries to like dash in with like 6B, they'll likely get counter hit. Super Ball reset works in BananaKen's favor. Oh reset, my god!
No tech on his part, and that did so much damage.
That was about to be a highway robbery.
That was 4.5. Jeez Louise.
That was a lot.
Those hits, boom.
Bats are set up right now. Nice play, just trying to back off and expecting the Graviton teleport there. Not able to confirm off of the 6B counter hit.
Oh, the teleport? And the chair! Let's go!
Dude, that's the second chair like that is beating a jump in like that. Jeez.
LaChupabaka kind of... Oh, very nice 6A. Holy moly. How often are you going to have Rachel just do 6C at you at the beginning of the round? How can you be ready for that?
Dude, I have... There's the same side mix right there. BananaKen loves doing that, where he'll set the Graviton to activate and then air dash, and due to the way it pushes you, it ends up being a same side hit.
That is actually very nice. Oh! No, you're not allowed to come in and start pressure on me for free. Sorry, bud.
I'm not gonna lie, these neutral interactions have been surprisingly fast. I feel like I can't tell whether or not BananaKen... Oh, that's right.
And there's...
That's GG's. Overdrive and active flow, you are dead if this combo goes properly.
Yeah, and even then it's like, let me just do 6C into the donut, and that's it.
Yeah, keep it very simple in order to just finish that off right there.
Yeah, why complicate things? You want to know what an optimal combo is? The optimal combo is the one that ends the round.
So true. I want to say that was a really good showing from both players. I'm excited to see LaChupabaka later in the bracket. For now, though, they're going to have to make a pretty big losers run. Let me double check where they're going to be sent to. So yeah, they're going to be in, if I recall, if I can read properly. Yeah, they got to make a huge losers run. But I would say going toe to toe like that with BananaKen definitely inspires good things.
Yeah. So, okay, let's look at the rest of the bracket.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Playground and playground. Play guy. Fuzzama versus Enderbold. I don't know who Enderbold is, but I know Fuzzama. Oni. I'm surprised to see Oni in bracket. Is this did he fix his stick?
Oh, I think he got it fixed like a week or two ago, so he's been popping in for a couple of the brackets.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been nice. Oh, okay, cool. So we got some Montreal rep here with Remains in as well.
Remains, our resident StarCraft player.
Really?
Yes, he plays StarCraft, and that's when he told me that he played StarCraft before playing 9. I was like, that makes a lot of sense with the way that he plays because he has a really high APM.
See, I would assign StarCraft players to Moo players, honestly, with just like how much that you're doing, at least mentally.
So here's the thing, right? There's more than one race in StarCraft.
Oh, what race do they play?
I don't know who Remains plays, but I know that like the play styles are crazy different between them. So, but like once Remains told me like, oh yeah, I play StarCraft, I was like, oh, that makes so much sense because he's always doing something on screen.
That tracks. StarCraft to Gear to BlazBlue. That is quite the sequence.
Yeah, he plays Protoss. There you go.
Protoss. Oh, okay. Wait, are they in the chat?
Yeah, he's in the chat. He's in the chat.
Oh, I appreciate that. You gotta king it. I don't know how. Man, I wish I knew how. I wish I knew how they all worked. I don't know the StarCraft meta like that, but I get to ignore that for now. We've got a Snake Mirror here in Enderbold versus Fuzzama.
Nice anti-air. Doesn't get anything off of it. Sad. So Fuzzama, very strong player. Enderbold, I just don't know him as a name. He might be sick. Unknown OD Terramy player.
I mean, we saw a Rachel player come out and do pretty damn well, all things considered.
Rachel player moment.
Oh man, I still need to beat your local Rachel. Man,
my local Rachel told me after the matchup, I've never played against Arakune before, and I almost strangled him.
Dude, it's all good. Oh, for context, we're referring to we're referring to
we mad.
Yeah. That was a good time.
That was a good time.
That was a really good time. I don't know why.
Okay. God. All right, so here.
Yeah.
Fuzzama taking that first round pretty solidly, getting a good J8. Oh my god, the J8 confirm of the gods?
Dude, I swear. I see that confirm work like 50% of the time. Whoa, that looked like... Okay. That looked like a meta sequence, actually. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that looks like I would see that in some kind of anime music video.
That would definitely be like a Hazama Tarugi CMV or something like that.
The Zynga into... Oh, nice damage, actually. Nice block in the... Nope, not a nice block there.
The man grabs.
I mean, you gotta do it every now and then, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. DGF, like, is the most patient player ever, and I will see him, like, he will do the layer ones of... Are you, like, fuzz jumping to 2D? Are you reacting to command grab, like, every time? And you have to do that.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Oh, Bixby ends up getting an air hit. This is death, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. But you gotta do that layer 1, because even if you don't have any meter to cash out on the command grab, it's still, like, a knockdown and 1.5k, you know?
And it gives you mad meter for, like, getting
And it gives you mad meter.
So it's still, like, a good decision as, like, a layer 1 option to check. Oh, 5D beating out the 236A from Fuzz.
Hit.
Pain comes out, really beautiful confirm. That is not easy to do off of that. Gets the JC, standard knockdown, checking for the delay tech with the 2 and 4B.
So that's the tech there. I like to say lol lamau whenever I talk about it, because whenever Fuzzama goes into stance, whether he presses the button or anything, all you have to do is just fuzz jump lamau. Just hold up and bear your ult.
So I have labbed this out, and even if he does like 2 and 4B to go in the stance, there is like more than likely a chance that just fuzzy jumping legitimately is like whatever in terms of like dealing with like either the A follow-up or C follow-up. Like you can fuzzy jump even on like 2 and 4B in a lot of cases.
You can fuzzy jump everything. The thing is, like, it's just lamau because in most situations, he's not going to be using it in a block string unless he's really checking you. So he just does it on wake up, so it's like, dang, I guess I just need to fuzzy jump the meaty.
Yeah, the 2 and 4B meaty is like really effective.
Yes.
And then the 6B whiff into stuff, oh god.
Yeah, but yeah, just if you're having trouble blocking Hazama's pressure, just fuzzy jump lamau.
Yeah, it's the Hazamas that really make it difficult are the ones that slip in the 3Cs and like 5As and 5Cs really well to like look for jumps or other things, and then they hit you with a command grab, and you're like, oh,
even the dirtiest thing is when they do the move that gets you into stance, they do that RC dash forward 2B. That's like the dirtiest thing on earth. But like, it catches fuzzy jumping like super free.
Just a wild start JB from Fuzzama.
That 5A hitting him crouching.
I'll be honest, I'm legitimately shocked that Enderbold went for the burst there. Off of an A starter, it's not going to lead to much, and your Tarumi really need that A to like function as a character.
You really want that OD, yeah.
We'll have to see how things pan out.
Mental damage burst, you know? Because Fuzzama does have a game on Enderbold, so...
I think it's either that, or they just really don't want Fuzzama to kind of get in that optimal position. You just did J2D, okay.
Just go for it.
That is not a response I would expect, but it looked cool.
Just go for it. Just believe in yourself.
Right now, Fuzzama's letting, Enderbold take up a lot of space, but they're covering themselves as they, like, back off with these Jabajins and JCs here. Okay.
Okay. 100% some mental damage was taken last game. 1 million.
I won't lie, I genuinely thought the Chain Super was gonna catch Fuzzama moving in, but I know that thing's hitbox is, like, really bad. I think it activates late or something.
So it activates really late, and generally, like, because you're Fuzzama, right? You have chains and stuff. Like, I'm not sure because I haven't seen the interaction too frequently, but like, you could probably just stop your momentum using the chains and just not get hit.
Like, I'd imagine it. There's a lot of sequences where, like, Fuzzama happens to do C follow-up, and then you're like, oh, like, that's awkward, because he just zipped past him.
Oh, that JC into 5C. I always love to see those. Oh, misses the confirm afterwards, unfortunately.
Yeah, and with that burst spent, this is going to be an awkward situation. The Enderbold's really got to get their hits in early.
Oh, goes for the dash into DP?
I wonder if that just ended up being a misinput.
Yeah, that was like meant to be... That looked like a goofy moment.
Yeah, because I would understand if it was like dash up 6B maybe, or something like that.
Okay.
Solid blocks from Enderbold, but at this point, this is
uphill, doesn't even begin to describe it. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and the boulder comes down and Sisyphus falls.
We must imagine Sisyphus as happy, however, and that he will enjoy his climb back up the mountain in the loser's bracket.
Don't make that ultra kill reference and think you can get away with it.
What? God. No, we must think of Sisyphus as content, like way predates ultra kill.
I just love ultra kill.
I also love ultra kill. Like I'm walking down the street and breakcore is playing in my head. It's terrible.
God. I love that Twitter page actually. Do you follow the random videos to breakcore account?
Of course I do. I love seeing kittens at like ×10 speed while there's just some like boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka going on, you know?
Like I'll literally just see like a fish glub and it'll be like just an aim-man break for like 0.5 seconds and I'm like, that's peak. Like this is what I
this is what I'm here for.
I'm like, that's what I needed.
Alright.
This is a fish going glub glub, and I'm like, I'm a 2-year-old dude. I'm too easily entertained. It's bad. Oh my god. Okay.
So looking at the bracket, Oni made it past TooManyTwos, you know, the Bang player we saw earlier. So Oni is going up against Ryu Kasim, BananaKen and Master Squidward, TooManyTwos versus Eltonite in the losers bracket, Garanex versus Sauvages in the losers bracket, and yeah, looking good. And Fuzzama just moved up to face Remains, which, according to Remains, is something that just constantly happens. They just always meet in bracket.
They keep meeting in the bracket, and it's not like it's even seeded for them to like run into each other. They just usually end up being there in like that like top 16 range, like all the time. I will say that I think, if I remember correctly, I think that Fuzzama has had like a pretty winning record over the 9s as of late. I do know that like when Remain started joining in, it was pretty even, I think, for the most part. So I'm curious to see like how things will kind of pan out, because I would say both players are like quite good.
Yes.
So I'm always interested to see how that kind of like clash ends. But
Remains
we're gonna see a different kind of thing.
He's very good. I think it's just, it takes him a little time to get used to the matchup, but he has been fighting Fuzzama's a lot, so...
Yeah, and he's, like, evidently been grinding out the online tournament, so I'm very excited 100%. To see him, you know, both in the future for online events and, like, for offline majors and such. Oh, 2 overdrives get popped, and Hakumen gets a hit. You know how it goes. Somebody is eating a bunch of damage.
Boom. And it's usually the other guy. So, that was a super scrambly begin, which, like... extremely unfortunate, because if there's a scramble, usually Hakumen is like the scrambler himself, and so he loves scrambles. He loves being in those situations because he gets one hit and he just does half the other guy's life.
Yeah, when something gets reduced to straight RPS, Hakumen has the straight-up built-in tools to deal with that situation. 5A, Aaron block momentum coming in there. Surprised that Oni wasn't barriering in that situation there.
He might have been trying to barrier in the air and then land, but you know how it happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
right now, though, Oni is not able to get anything going, like it started here right now. It's just been all Ryukasin here for this second round.
Oh, that's going to do a lot of damage, though.
Okay, this should be a...
This is raw overdrive, too. This is the time to do the optimal combo that Black Gato Acer will finally be proud of you for, Oni. Come on, Oni, do it. Oh, that is not optimal. Gato is crying and screaming.
If they pull up and watch the YouTube watch the YouTube VOD of this at BostonBlueBeat on YouTube, I will laugh if they comment, "This is the optimal confirm in that situation." I will lie.
Not, because I know the optimal confirm, and that's not it. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, no,
he's not.
here. Yeah. JC ends up connecting in that situation. Somewhat surprisingly.
JD, perfect. Get that full corner carry. Went for
Life
damage.
should be enough to deal with like one hit or two.
That should kill. That should kill. That should kill.
No, you cursed him. Oh, what? Why did he drive on the... Oh my god, that is so unfortunate. The drive on the cross-up Inferno Divider, then leading into a scramble situation again where Ryugusim ends up getting the final hit. I won't lie. That's a tilter.
That was an emotional roller coaster. Like, cause Oni had that, and then Ryugusim had that, and then we decided to make some eggs.
Dude, I swear to God, Gordon Ramsay might be proud. Really late GC ends up connecting here in this situation, only getting the first hit of the round here so far. Already has Ryugusim in the corner. This is a pretty good situation. 6D comes out.
Oh, that punch going right over 5B, leading to a counter hit, which never like that. Never like getting hit by a counter hit. Goes for the funny little prank there. That is always minus. When he does Agito in your face like that, that is always minus, but it's not always... It's practically never punishable unless you instant block. Get a hit there. Just go
awkward situation, but getting the throw there with active flow. Honestly, if you pop D by DVD, I wouldn't be like super upset. You got 100 meter to play with, but no, opting to just keep it. Probably going to go for RC mix. There it is.
Just do it again.
Oh my god, he was coming.
There it is.
I wonder if he bursts this. Sometimes Ryugusim bursts like pretty late in the rounds for the hero, but oh my god, this is about to be a robbery.
Oh, he's dead. No, he's burst.
Why didn't he pop?
That's so unfortunate.
This is so awkward now. Now Ryugusim has overdrive, and you do not want to deal with eating another JD to lose the round.
Yeah, the mental damage is already. Ooh.
Okay.
I love the. No, that's it.
That was a beautiful 5A hit, and a nice confirm off of it. I won't lie.
That was a beautiful 5A hit. But I'm mentally damaged.
No, I understand. I will shout out the 5A though. That was pretty good.
That was a great hit. Hakumen 5A, one of my favorite buttons actually. It's just so fun to look at.
It is a silly button in practice sometimes, I swear.
Yeah. 5 frames, just huge.
Air unblockable too. Like one of the only 5As to do it like that. These 6Ds are coming in from Ryugusim, and I'm not gonna lie, if I see that come out the second time, I'm gonna start doing empty jump like 2Bs.
Oh, Oni getting the hit, but not being ready for the confirm there. Blocks the overhead, very nice.
DP not able to get a follow-up, but still, it's a DP starter, so it wouldn't have been too much.
Yeah.
Should be able to get the kill here,
100% going to hold on to that burst. In this kind of round, nah, it's not happening.
You definitely let that go, and then you just click OD if someone so much as, like, I don't know, steps in the wrong direction.
That's it. Oh. Getting hit once again. Oh, gets hit with that JB, having so little recovery that Ryugusim was able to do JB again on the way down. And
only managing to find the air throw here. That's the corner carry. Should be able to finish here.
Yep. There's the corner hit. Run forward. Oh, there we go. The post-overdrive RPS with Hakumen is even more deadly than against other characters, just because, like, his damage potential in that situation.
It's super high, and yeah.
Hakumen is the matchup to make me feel like Ragna 6A should be jump cancelable on block.
I see why that would make you feel that way. Unfortunate situation right there, 2D connecting. And Ryugusim taking it rather, I wouldn't say necessarily handily, just because like there were certain rounds where it was very close, but I think that he definitely played better.
Well, as soon as the scrambling started, Ryugusim got the upper hand, and unfortunately the scrambling happened way too frequently. So Ryugusim takes it. Ryugusim, an excellent scrambler.
And I would say there's a few unusual drops from Oni. He's generally more consistent. So I'm not sure what's up necessarily there. Just with like a couple of like interactions, especially in like the latter parts of rounds where it's literally there is like at least like 1 or 2 cases where had Oni finished the confirm, that would have been it.
Yeah.
But these are the kind of things, of course, that if you don't got it, then sometimes you're just dead, and that's all there is to it.
Yep. Yep. And Hakumen definitely one of those characters where it's like, oh, you don't got it? Anyway, you're dead now. Just
very, very punishing.
100%. You're just dead. I'm Hakumen. I am Hakumen. I am the White Void. I am the Cold Steel. I am the Bibbidi Bop. I am
so on and so forth. Yeah.
The so on and so forth. Yeah. Wari wa Jin, Wari wa Ko, Wari wa Ligma. You know the usual.
Someone's gonna make that new copy pasta. That's dangerous.
Oh, well. So here you go. If you go to the match Reno and you press contribute, you get to put in money. And if you put in money, then that means the people who win this get to have money and they get to go down over there. And we have one person who gave a direct contribution of $5. Who is this strange Felix Toot character?
I don't know who this Felix person is, but they seem like a really kind person, dude.
Yeah, wow. It looks like it's not even his first donation. Wow, truly incredible. Here's Play Guy versus Serpent.
We keep transitioning off, like right into the game, and it's cooking me every time because it's just like, yeah, guys, like please donate. Anyway, oh yeah, video games.
Yeah, please donate to be just like this dude over here because he's great. Anyway, donate. Oh, I'm Play Guy.
Same Ragnar color, but much different playstyle, I would say. Play Guy and Oni are like very good representations, I'd say, of like newer Ragnar players that still show very distinctive styles.
Yeah. Definitely.
Throw coming in here from Play Guy, and I'm not sure if I agree with that burst, if only because Play Guy's not the type of player that generally like kind of runs in and will allow Kagura to kind of get those hits.
Play Guy is absolutely the kind of player who is just going to be like, I have the life advantage, and I know that you'll only win if I go in on you, so I'm not going to rush it. You know, I do want you dead because you know that's just the kind of world we live in, but I'm not rushed. Oh,
yeah, nice 5B placement right there.
Yeah, very good 5B placement.
Yeah, I would say he definitely kind of emphasizes that, and he will manage to kind of maneuver around and cover his space like in a good way. And against Kagura, especially, you really want to do that because Ragnar's got so many stop sign normals, like in general.
Yeah, he does, but Kagura actually has some pretty good responses to a lot of them. His Kagura 5A, funnily enough.
That button is dumb.
that button is dumb,
really
and that button anti-airs Ragnar JC, which is one of his big stop sign buttons against most of the cast. But not really against Kagura, because Kagura can just stick his arm out.
Yeah, I knew 5A was good, but I didn't know it would interact like that for against the JCs. I'm curious to see if we'll see that kind of play out a bunch. Right now, though, Play Guy getting caught by the lows right there. I'm not sure if Serpent's just targeting the fuzzy jumps, perhaps.
Oh, nice 6C. Gets caught.
Yeah. 60 is one of those normals that you're like, there's no way I'll get hit by this, and then you'll try to fuzzy jump, and a Kagura will just throw it out there and cancel the stance, and then suddenly you're like exploded.
Yep, suddenly you're dead. Kagura, another one of those characters who's just like, haha, I'm winning the matchup. Oh no, he did 7k, I'm dead now.
Yeah. It's one of those where you want to either reduce his game state, play neutral. That was, yeah. What will you do against the man with a slab of a sword holding down back? Yeah,
that sword is... It's almost like too big to be called a sword, right? It's more like a slab of iron.
Yes.
That's a Berserk reference for all you
thank God. I was like, I heard it and I was like, wait, this like triggered a weird core memory. I've never read Berserk, but I was like, this sounds too familiar.
I will say this. Play Guy, very good player, very solid. His 5B, 5C air hits confirms aren't optimal and that's bothering me. But he's gonna win this round because I believe in him. Because because you're dead, brother.
Because he's dead.
But like, bro, your air hit confirms. Anyway.
Nah, it's all good. I would say that in this situation, because Play Guy is able to play out the neutral like pretty solidly, that he is able to get away with that. But if were that not the case, I think like let me put it this way, damage races become far more relevant if there's either a very high health disparity or the neutral is like very unstable.
So the funny thing about that, what you just brought up there, the high health disparity, is Ragnar is actually like one of the most low health characters in the whole game. So there are actually matchups, Kagura having a lot of health, where you actually do need to take into consideration, like, I just did 4k, but what does that mean in terms of percentage? Oh, yeah, he's so dead. He's super dead.
You're so god, Jesus Christ. But yeah, Kagura is one of those, like, unique cases where his neutral suffers from a lot of, like, inconsistencies, but his damage and health are, like, very above average off of, like, any hits.
Yes.
So you kind of have like a weird dynamic to contend with. And Ragnar, I would say, definitely has to be on the ball, both defensively and in neutral,
Yes.
in order to kind of contain it. Because one of the interesting things I find...
You are so damaged.
You might want to burst this. You're not dead, but like,
no, not
that's
dead.
a lot of damage. Unless you want to just like wake up OB, DPRC, and just get, ball out.
Fucking too well.
Are you gonna do? Oh, you're dead!
You
You're so dead. You're so. Never mind.
Never mind.
Dang, that sucks.
No, messed it.
Oh, you're definitely.
Oh,
not dead.
No,
you could have punished. Oh, you could have.
Oh. All you had to do was jump C, Gauntlet Hades.
TP off of there, right there. Why?
There you go. It worked.
Okay. Okay. I need to see just like
play guy. You need to optimize play guy.
Oh my god!
You gotta do your combos.
Look, maybe he wants to be like, who is it? Because if I remember correctly, because I actually don't watch enough Frozen, the Beta Dude, if I remember correctly, never had like, crazy optimals, but like he's just that dude, so it didn't ever like matter.
Well, Beta Dude doesn't do optimals, but he doesn't like drop either.
Yeah. Oh,
so, which I think is actually very relevant to his success as a Ragnar player, is that he's extremely consistent. All right, Play Guy is dead.
And then Play Guy is dead. So this dude, one of the best North American players ever, did this stuff. Play Guy's dead now.
Yeah.
But so in all seriousness,
this one guy's good at Ragnar, and oh my god, Play Guy's dead. Who killed Hannibal?
Oh my god. But that's no shade towards Play Guy or anything.
No, no shade at all. No shade at all. That's just the nature of the matchup. Sometimes Kagura just like tickles you twice and you're dead. Yeah,
you are just gone from this existence. One thing I think that Play Guy would probably benefit from is throwing in a couple more overheads. Not even necessarily for the mix, just legit because you can disrupt the down back charge by just doing that.
So that's however, I will be the actually guy. None of his overheads are tight. So you can't really force the uncharge. Because it's always a risk. He could just be flash kicking. When he presses up to block the overhead, he could also press a button.
I see. Yeah, I think in that case it kind of just ends up being like, is this Kagura just flash kicking on every like stagger situation? If so, then okay, this is dead.
Yeah,
or C super. Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah, if they opt for flash kick a lot, then it might not even be relevant. But if it's like on the occasion and you're worried, it might be worth just doing it here and there.
Okay, get those hits. So it's always so dangerous to be air dashing towards Kagura because you never know what tricky Kagura will be charging.
Yeah, it's that, and then you also have to deal with like a potential like B flash, and then they could just all go downhill from there.
That's it.
Speaking of which, that might end up being the theme of this round, depending on how Serpent's offense works.
No, I believe, because last game, both of the games that Serpent took were perfects, and this time, like, there's so much health going on, and then he bursted. It's fine. Actually, no, good hit.
Okay, and I like using just the Nightmare Edge and not going for the extension, because that's the hard knockdown, is it not?
No. You can still do stuff. The hard knockdown that Ragnar has that's relevant in the matchup is 2D, and that's actually the set right there.
Oh, nice, yeah.
But 2D is the hard knockdown. That's why you ever see that combo video thing that Ragnar does, where he only gets the first hit of Nightmare Edge and then he does 3C 2D.
Oh, the Nightcaster stuff you're talking about?
Yes.
Or...
The only character where that is actually relevant is Mr. Kagura himself, because the hard knockdown means that he can't charge on wake up.
Oh, that's interesting, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it would. I didn't realize he had to go that far out of his way to hard knockdown against Kagura.
Well, it's easy. Nightcaster is easy against Kagura because he's fat, but like in a way that's useful. Unlike Tager, who's like fat, but in a way that the Nightcaster setup doesn't work.
Hey! There's all the members of the cast that are fuzzy in that man for like 20 days.
Yeah, also, the matchup against Tager is good enough that you don't need to worry about that. Alright.
But yeah.
So, no Astral. It's alright, bud.
I'm surprised. There have been a couple of confirms in these sets that would have probably been like led to Astral, and it'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But moving on to a couple of things, right? You guys can see the bracket and kind of feel for that. Just to kind of go over some of the big stuff that are going on here. For BostonBlueBeat, of course, we have Beach episode that's going to be coming back for July 15th. Once again, the day before the event is going to be a Boston Weekly, so definitely show up for that. It's always a lot of fun. We had a lot of people show up for the Weekly last year, and that was a blast. And then the day afterwards, we're going to, of course, go to the beach, where maybe we'll dig another big hole, and maybe more people will sleep. You never know. We've got a ton of games going on there. Exert, Strive, Plus R, MBAC, CF, MBTL, TFH, Sailor Moon. There are so many games. Trust me, there's a ton. And of course, before that, we have Meter Management, which is a New England Smash and FGC regional brought to you guys by us at BostonBlueBeat and Bay State Beatdown. So that'll include Street Fighter 6, Strive, Smash Brothers Ultimate, Singles, and Squads. That'll be June 10th at Uptime Academy in Hanover. You should definitely pop in there for a bunch of fun. I think there's going to be a lot of fun to be had, honestly, with the various games there. You can reg at start.gg/meter. And of course, online, we also have a big set of exhibitions coming up on April 30th, so that's just straight up next Saturday. So that'll be RIT versus the World, so it's a bunch of college people showing up. So we'll have 3 sets of first to 10s. 2 of them will be in CF, 1 of them will be in MBTL, and it'll be RIT butting heads against Worcester State University, WPI, and SHNU. So you can check it out at the stream here at Boston Blue Beat at 5 p.m. EST.
Come to UMed.
Oh yeah, do that too. That'll be a lot of fun. UMed's...
It's happening in a church.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that those pictures for the church look sick.
Yeah, it's happening in a church. So we get to praise BlazBlue. Alright, so Ryukasim versus Fuzzama. We get to play some nice Hakumen versus Hazama. The man who hops around to move, and then the man who slides around to move. That's what happens. That's what happens when you do press 6-6. One of them slides, the other one hops.
Dude, it's gonna be super weird. This matchup is gonna be funny. I can just feel it.
Well, they're both very funny characters.
They do they do a little bit of trolling, for sure.
They do a little bit of trolling. Hakumen be in there pressing 6B, you know?
Truly. And then oh my god. Because the names weren't swapped yet, I called Fuzzama Reeves. Jesus Christ. That's literally all my fault.
Ryukasim, you see on the right, with the snake guy that Ryukasim plays.
Dude, see, I'm always whatever. Ryukasim's always going with Hakumen, and then he does the once in a blue moon bang switch or towel switch, and I'm like, yeah. Oh god, okay, we're doing this today. Ryukasim
bang is a funny gamer moment. Ryukasim Tao. I played his Tao a trillion years ago, so I don't remember the experience, but it's Ryukasim, so I'm sure it was funny.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think we're probably just gonna get up back and then a super jump forward from Ryukasim, right? Okay.
Oh,
Ryukasim opting to play it out more defensively, yeah. So one of the things that's relevant for the matchup that we kind of have to bring up every time Hakumen's up against a character with a lot of projectiles is the ability to cut, right?
Yes.
If Ryukasim is being very preemptive with his J2As, he can cut the chains from Hazama. But Fuzzama has a lot of freedom in the timing of how he uses chains, as well as being able to cancel them early or opt for a special cancel on contact. However, JD gonna connect from Ryukasim right now in this situation, not able to get a full confirm, and suddenly it's looking all Fuzzama here right now.
So something else, because when you said we always have to bring this up when Hakumen fights a character with XYZ, there was actually 2 things you could have brought up. There's also the command grab.
Super true,
let's see how that's going to fit, because that affects the Hakumen a lot. It's not just mid-low overhead grab, it's also the command grab, which you have to jump. Oh, he's dead.
Very. Really good confirm from Fuzzama. I honestly thought he was going to OD, but I would say that's good recognition on the starter, and Ryukas himself to opt for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you mentioned, right, the command grab is always another wrinkle in that situation. And while most of the time Fuzzama doesn't get a great deal of damage off of it, it's still relevant and useful as a tool to add in extra options for Ryukasim to deal with how sick.
The chain into the cross-up kick into an actual combo afterwards was a funny gamer moment.
And this combo is really good. Look at how the corner carry off of these extensions. Wow, oh my god.
4.4, baby.
Stance back off, looking really good there. Doesn't need to go in, goes in anyway.
It's fine, it's fine. He knows the rules.
He zips away, thankfully, back to mid-screen. Ryugusun's got a lot of meter to play around with right now, but Fuzzama's looking pretty good there. Chain ends up connecting. Snake kick to stabilize.
OG.
Oh, you want to just kill this man. Okay.
Yeah.
Active flow
He
available.
did have active flow. And there we go. Very nice. Fuzzama taking that pretty solidly.
And I'm not going to lie, that end there was so risky with him, like, chaining in there.
Yes, but it felt like he got the chain locked, and he was like, I can go in. I can go in. I just need to not... The only way to win is to not play when you go to the casino, so I need to be careful around the Ryu casino.
He, like, See, to me, it was like... He, like, walked in and nearly gave his card to get some chips, and then, like, walked away and said, I'm good.
He walked in, went to the bar, asked for a glass of water, and walked out.
That's actually...
And water is free.
Super true, dude.
Go. Oh, doesn't get the confirm off.
Yeah. Fuzzama chasing Ryugusun a bit, not overextending necessarily, but the 2C is going to connect from Ryugusun right there.
The 2C, and did you see the disco ball too?
Yeah, I think it hit the chain like last minute, and he still managed to get the confirm.
So that's the thing, I'm not sure if the disco ball was the first or second hit. Because
yeah, that's something to check out in post. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it was the second hit because it wasn't a counter hit, so probably just the disco ball carried him for so long.
Yeah, I think it was.
Like, disco ball combos are just so interesting.
Oh,
nice
there it
cross.
is. Yeah,
and
could be good damage. Not gonna be able to kill unless they want to spend pretty much it all. Yeah,
well,
that kills.
Can
just do that. You know, or you just, you know, your combos are super good, so you just kill them anyway. You know?
There you go. Just be super good. Get that 555 on the roulettes at the Ryu Casino.
Seriously. Air throw from Ryugusun doesn't end up connecting. I like him showing that option.
Yep.
Agito for the staying position.
6B.
Gets a throw. This is looking good, but sends Fuzzama to mid-screen.
Too early. Unfortunate. Whoa, the wiggle. He's styling. Nice.
I did notice, I'm not gonna lie.
He did the forward carry cancel wiggle into into the barrier.
Oh, I didn't even...
it was fun. There we go, get the hit, boom.
Resets pressure there, counter hit JB connecting. Fuzzama trying to fuzzy jump desperately, but it's not quite working out. Ryugusun unable to finish it from there, yeah.
He's been... Oh, nice catch on the roll, actually. But he's been getting these weird hits where, like, if he had the right confirm, he could have killed, but he just wasn't... He's so not ready. That's actually such a Fuzzama matchup moment that, like, he's swinging around so much, like George of the Jungle, that you're not ready when you hit him sometimes.
Jesus, Fuzzama very ready for the JD, like, I guess block stop, is it? In this case, and then jump canceling in order to block it there. Very good awareness.
Yep.
Right now, if I'm Fuzzama, I might just start just raw super jumping in order to get in, because Ryugusun's trying to be very preemptive with these sword swings. And sometimes that leads to a few situations.
Oh, the no-tech!
Oh, no. So many chain follow-ups there.
It's not over, it's fine. See,
it's not over yet. We're so back, we're back, we're back, we're back.
We're so back.
We're so back.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, we're back. We're
so back.
This is good. This is good. This is good. Life is good. Gatsby got his money. You know, everything's good.
So we were talking about character health earlier, and I do like that Fuzzama did like 3 combos in a row and did maybe 30%, and every one of those was like a 2K at least.
Yeah, there was like, because they were. Oh, you want to kill? Okay.
Oh, going into OD. Okay, all right.
Oh,
super snake kick.
Yeah, you're dead. You're dead, and this is
you are mega death. This goes into super rod. I don't know about. Actually, no.
The life still,
because
you're stuck in there. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All he needs to do is chip damage.
And what will he do? Overdrive still available from Ryugusun. Full barrier gauge.
Oh,
and you're dead. And you got
that's it.
And you went to the wrong corner on the street. You hit up the wrong alleyway, and suddenly,
oh no,
you are actually a-okay because the robber forgot their knife. The gun wasn't loaded.
You are society.
Society.
Oh, the society load. You got societized, my dude.
That is societized.
Yeah, of course. I'm verbiage.
I mean, there's so many thoughts that I have on that, but they're not gonna like fully formulate until like 3 days later. Jesus.
Ryu Kasim, you kind of were robbed, but
that was unfortunate. There.
That was highly unfortunate. The I'm bad install.
What?
Who said? Normal Derp said you said it, didn't you? The I'm bad.
I didn't actually. I was entirely silent.
I was entirely silent.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that was a.
He was entirely silent because he was having his society moment.
Dude.
Oh my god.
And okay, because you're describing society like a character on like Codename Kids Next Door like describes adults.
Look, I could just go crazy and say like 15 different meme words at once, but I won't. Instead, I'll just say like, you know, he went really quiet because he had one of those moments where, you know, you wake up and you realize you have a job and you have to go there and you're just like, I need to do it. And just stay silent the entirety of the morning because you're focused. That's like a society moment right there.
Have you ever seen the meme where it's like how guys get out of bed and it's a dude just like sitting in his bed for like 10 seconds and a song plays and he just gets up and says, all right, whatever, and just walks over?
I haven't seen that meme, but I have lived that meme.
Okay, hold on a second.
That's me in the morning and just like, and then my phone alarm goes on. I'm like, all right, up and at 'em, soldier.
It's like, dude, hold on a second. I'll send it to you because when I saw that, me and the boys all felt seen. I won't lie to you. But moving forward from there, I believe we do have BananaKen who's going to be playing up against, I believe this is Play Guy. Yeah.
And the play guy himself.
This will be winner semis, mind you.
Winner semis, yeah. So Ragnar versus Kokonoe is Kokonoe does a lot of damage, and Ragnar doesn't have that much health. So it's not as bad as like one of those like 2-touch characters, but 3-touch, and she's got some really ambiguous mix-ups. So
yeah, I mean that girl got
this
straight.
Can be very explosive.
It could be, yeah. I think Ragnar has a couple of
Ragnar
tools
has
to
everything.
play. Yeah, he's got the tools to play with in neutral.
Yep.
But again, it's all a matter of what happens when Kokonoe gets the win condition. Right
That's
now,
the thing with Kokonoe, isn't it? Sometimes the win condition is just hitting you.
yeah, straight up, like that basic neutral, or getting you to block like a fireball with the graviton on you, right?
Nice.
But in those cases,
oh, I love that block string. Just 5B, 5C, and then 5B again.
I think it's very effective. You'll see sometimes, overdrive coming out from BananaKen in this case.
Only 5A punish. Only 5A punish.
However, you're now in the corner. There's a black one on top of you.
And there's
very smart.
Yes. However, yeah, Kokonoe is airborne during that, so the Carnage Scissor first hit, counter hit for like 4K, you don't get that.
Yeah, that's the only like rough thing. But getting out of that corner there against Kokonoe and getting some damage off is always good. That late J2C.
Yeah, that's dirty.
That makes it so like crazy because of how well the lightning trap, how it obscures Kokonoe.
Yes,
so you have no idea
lightning
what
trap is extremely good.
JB connects and Play Guy is looking like another burst is gonna get popped soon. I won't lie to you. Grab on a set, cross up comes in. Yep. There's the burst accordingly.
Oh. That was dangerous. That was very dangerous for Kokonoe. If Play Guy was pressing 5A, that would have been damage.
I'm not gonna lie, a part of me wonders if that was meant to be like up back JB, and they ended up getting like a fireball and put out of it, so they got like TK fireball instead. 2C into trap, fireball set.
On another level.
Perhaps.
The graviton sets are so fast. They're hard to punish. You usually get punished trying to punish. Oh, nice hit.
This is going to be a start, but it's going to be difficult. 70% on the overdrive. You do have a ton of meter to play around with. But BananaKen is going to RPS something here, more likely than not. And I can smell the TK fireball. I don't know. I just feel like that's going to come out.
Ooh, there it is.
Could be dead wrong.
Yeah, that would have been death, actually. There's the fireball.
There's the graviton. Get away from my lawn.
Some funny prank moments. Oh, the DPRC that wasn't a DP.
You jumped into the electric trap, but Kokonoe still manages to get the hit. This should be the life lead unless... No! Playguy still doesn't have the life lead, and I don't think he's going to be able to chip enough with the specials because of the barrier, so the 2A mash.
2A making Kokonoe slide a bit forward in the sense that like she becomes a little more smushed to the ground, allowing her to low profile that JC. That's
She's already got a pretty low crouching hurt box as well.
But that's a consistent interaction, yeah. So very unfortunate. You have to delay the JC, which makes it easier for her to hit the 6A. So there's a whole little like mini RPS there. Oh, see, JB hit.
JB counter hit around start is the opposite of what you want to see if you're a Ragnar fan here. 6B whiff, so no standard knockdown for BananaKen at least in the 2D connects. Overdrive pop.
Nice. Get that quarter carry.
More important, he managed to drive out that OD timer there, catching BananaKen with the 2B, then the 6B afterwards. Alright, next hit should be able to kill with a good enough starter and popping OD. Let's see what Playguy opts for, though. BP clashes, nice no cancel from BananaKen.
And there's, they just go super.
Yeah. Gauntlet Hades RC.
Gauntlet o Hades. Gauntlet Hades is a good button. But Gauntlet Hades RC is an even better button.
It's alright. JB into JB.
That was a JB-centric combo, focused on JB, starting with JB, going into JB.
JB and JB associates.
Oh, yeah.
Burst comes out from BananaKen, pushing the Playguy into the 2-2X there.
Oh,
you auto-corrected into J2C, you mad lad. Oh my god.
That is pretty, that was pretty, like, I'm gonna press this button and I'm gonna win the situation. Oh, that's so much damage. Resets. That was 3K before the drop.
This is...
Oh, yeah. That's gonna
no longer looking rough, actually. Okay, Playguy has more than enough of a shot in order to close out this game.
Yeah, and that's it.
Nice job catching the roll right there with the microdash 2B. Does that catch back roll in that situation?
Yes. Yes, it does. The microdash 2B catches back roll and front roll, and if you press 2B 5B, it works either direction.
Right, because you'll autocorrect no matter what.
Yeah, no matter
Dope.
what. So it's not one of those weird... Some of the characters have weird roll catches where you just press, like, 2B 6A or something. Like, no, none of that. None of that on Ragnar. 5B too big.
Yeah, being able to use direction agnostic normals, that's such a weird way to phrase it, is really good. Being able to use stuff like a 5B or a 2B, so you naturally autocorrect, is super good, because otherwise trying to go for a command normal can lead to just weird stuff happening. 4K damage already applied to Playguy.
On the spot teleport. That was a funny little gamer moment. Alright. Wake up 3C.
I don't know.
Well, you know what? Hey, it worked. You gotta respect that shit.
Super Bowl reset, you're dead.
Yep. Yeah,
oh my god, he delayed the teleport.
Not the first rep, but the second rep is what I'm gonna do. The little prank.
Yeah, because there's just so much time while the Super Bowl is out off of that like setup that you kind of just do your mix-up whenever you feel like it. Funny enough.
Okay, there's that. Go for the jump afterwards. Oh man. That meter awareness, though. He got that 50 from the blocked Hellsfang. Second hit.
God. I like the 6A attempt from Playguy, but just a little too late right there.
There we go. Block this string. Block this
tried the fuzzy jump after seeing the Graviton, but the 3C managed to catch him in the air, funny enough.
Oh, went for the 6A, missed time slightly. Very nice DP. Oh, goes for the punch.
He's got a very low barrier gauge, which might be influencing the aggression right there in that situation. The air throw going to connect. BananaKen's got more than enough for reversal super or straight up.
Just raw jump on. Oh,
you are so
lucky, dude. Oh my god, I hate Graviton. Oh, yes, no movie.
With that barrier gauge is gone, you are gonna get true stringed into a crush trigger. And this is
so much shit. And the crush trigger is there. Boom, boom.
Not gonna be enough damage to kill, but it's Kokonoe at play. One last guess.
There it is. There you go. Very nicely done by BananaKen.
yeah, moving along up to winners finals there. Fun set to watch them versus Play Guy in that situation there. Okay, so now it will be Fuzzama versus Fuzzama versus BananaKen for the winners finals set to determine who's going to be at least top 2. Meanwhile, on the loser's side, people have been pushing, and it's looking like we've got Oni versus LaChupabaka coming up, as well as Serpent versus Squidward here.
Serpent versus Squidward. So
that's going to be a weird
Who
set.
is Master Squidward?
Okay, so Squidward is a player that has been playing BBCF for a long time.
Okay.
And they recently started showing up again, primarily playing Bullet, but they play Terumi and Relius.
Terumi and Relius. Okay.
I don't know. They're very unusual characters to play alongside Bullet.
Yeah, that's not exact, because usually people who play certain characters tend to like gravitate towards certain others, right?
Yeah.
Like every Snake player plays all 3 to a certain degree. But that is a very strange lineup.
It's a weird one. It can be very difficult for me to kind of understand who they're going to play, but perhaps we'll see that later, as right now we got the continuation of a whole lot of Ragni here versus Rachel. Now, in terms of this matchup, I'm very curious to see how Oni ends up handling Rachel.
Yeah, this can be a pretty rough matchup, because Rachel just zones Ragna so well. Until at some point, your brain activates, or rather deactivates, and you run at Rachel and it just works. Like at least once, you just run at her the full screen, and it just works, and you're like, oh dang. Anyway, counter hit 5B. Yeah. So it's definitely a rough matchup that has like very weird opportunities that you just need to be able to intuit. That's very nice on Oni's part, by the way. The 3C does enough damage to kill George, and because 3C is jump cancelable, you get to kill George and then basically go home.
Yeah, already showing some useful matchup knowledge right there. I would say if people aren't experienced against Rachel, George has relatively high health, so you have to have enough base damage on her sweep typically, or like a crouching normal in order to like destroy George and like push forward. Otherwise, she gets to cover ground space even better with the Lobelia. Right now, we're already seeing that very high wind usage right there with the Lobelia plus wind in order to just kind of keep Ragna out of this situation here.
Yep. And meanwhile, something that's worth mentioning is the amount of chip damage that she's doing simply for tossing all this stuff. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Something else that is going to be brought up just because Ragna has that low health is whenever she does her combos and she goes into the bats, which do poison damage, she gets to kill Ragna very fast because he has such low health that every time those bats happen and she gets an extra 500 or something, it stacks crazy.
Yeah, Rachel's one of those like silent killers where you kind of forget how much damage she can do off of most of her confirms, and then suddenly you end up eating what in reality is like 4.2k off of like her 50/50s.
Yeah. Oh, nice combo there.
Good catch on the back dash as well.
That's
not
the
going to be
optimal.
able to kill off this confirm, but this is looking very good. All it takes is one throw in the super. We're going to see the counter assault come out from TooManyTwos, and they're already back to full screen. But
there it is. That's the moment exactly. Sometimes you just run at her at full speed, and you press 5B, and it works.
Yeah, it's kind of like the zoner matchups against like new sometimes, where your options are usually like dashing, super jump, or like normal jump, and then on occasion you just run up, hit a normal, and then you're like, oh, I got the hit.
That
Okay.
worked. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
There's the very fair, I'm going to throw a bat behind you and then a wind towards me, and you're going to get a hit from off screen by one of the little bat fans there.
I'm seeing a few things that I think are difficult for Oni to deal with right now, but currently we're looking at what might just be death right there. Not going to even be able to RC on time. George end up popping down lightning there. So an interaction that happens relatively commonly against Rachel is that she'll go into a knockdown, she'll hit wind, and then send George out, and then occasionally she'll throw out like a Lobelia, right?
Yes.
And it'll either be an upward angle Lobelia to catch like jump forward, or it'll be a lower hitting Lobelia to force you to guard, and then you have to deal with George and she wins in. So just kind of noting in that situation where Oni decided to sit still, and so Chupa sent out 2 Lobelias, then popped the bats, then Oni didn't do anything, which just kind of allowed Rachel to get in for free.
That was a situation where Oni wasn't fully registering, and he went from 3C into Hell's Fang and follow-up.
Yeah, you can tell that he really just wanted to continue pressure, a little bit desperately, I would wager.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you need to know, as Ragna specifically, you need to know sometimes your turn's just done.
Yeah. Awkward situation right there on offense with a couple of whiffs from Chupa, but ends up working out in their favor. There's the standing overhead and connecting here.
The sliding 4B has been working a lot for Chupa, and most Rachel players just don't go for it because, you know, it's not as fast as... That's so much damage.
Okay. Doesn't end up confirming into something else, so has to do the Hell's Fang RC. That's a lot of meter to be spent. 50 meter on hands for Rachel. Another backdash is caught. This should be death here.
Yes, that should be death right there. There you go.
And Oni...
So you saw that right there, that 2D into Hell's Fang. I was talking about Rachel's fat hurt box earlier, and this is one of those matchups where it actually works in Ragna's favor because he gets certain confirms that only work on Rachel. Go, oh, that JT, he gets the weird sort of sweet spot that it has for the Mega Bounce.
Yeah, that was an awkward moment from Oni, because it felt like he whiffed that JC where it probably should have hit. I like the idea for the EA, but just a little too slow because it was guard cancel, if I recall correctly there. And suddenly this round is looking like it's going to be very over.
Well, what really happens there is the TK Lightning has essentially no recovery. It is plus 50 something if you block it.
I see.
So it's probably what just happened was overdrive into EA, but Rachel's already done her button. She can just block.
It's such a super quick one. 16 rounds are going to work out in Chupa's favor again. The Lobelia from behind works out super well, and Oni's having just a hard time finding opportunities to just rush in and just get started from neutral. So he's just been getting stoned out, and suddenly, whenever Chupa gets in, it's very much so on their own terms.
Oh. Goes for the DP. Sometimes you just have to. There you go.
He's showing it a lot, and so far Chupa hasn't baited it yet. So I'm curious to see what they'll kind of opt for when they're on defense and on offense in order to kind of bait that out. But right now, it's Oni's turn here.
Yeah, he's taking this one. I'm betting. Oh, there you go. I was betting button into overhead. Oh, it doesn't get
just a little too far.
This still kills. This still kills.
Okay.
There you go. If he wanted to be a little cheeky, he could have tried to go for the Astral. But for tonight, it seems like the theme across all of our players is I'm not going to go for the Astral, I'm going to go for the thing that kills instead. I'm going to go for the optimal combo, aka the one that wins the round.
Yeah, sometimes people, most of the time people aren't thinking of Astral confirms, they just want to confirm it to a super. So when you are thinking about doing an Astral, sometimes you end up dropping the input, and then it's well, I'm out of meter now. That's awkward.
Yes, I'm out of meter, and sometimes I'm out of luck.
Yeah. Nice. I'm curious to see if Oni behind. Yeah. You know what's weird? I don't think it's going to be a very crazy good tool in this matchup, but I still think it's worth showing. You haven't seen any Blood Scythe from Oni.
So, Blood Scythe against Rachel is extremely risky, because if Rachel is holding down back on you, that means that she is basically already primed up to do a chair. And that is a free chair counter hit. Even if she does a string into
Lobelia, as a...
No. It's too slow for that. It's 37 frames of startup. It is not useless, but essentially the only way that you would catch someone with it as a block string interruption is if they're wholly unprepared for it. It is a risk even in that situation. You'd be better off just trying to go for a deep.
Speaking of the chair, that is an emotional burst if I've ever seen one. Trying to go for the throws, but now Chupa's definitely wisened up to it. Those throws in the corners are not going to be as effective. No barrier. That's going to be a little bit of chip, Oni.
He's fine.
Ton of meter to play around with. Gonna get it passively because they're below 35%.
Gauntlet Hades. I was looking for it. I was believing in it. 6A, 5D. Oh my god.
RC super.
Oh, yes.
Alright. That burst was risky, but it ends up paying off. Chupa's got the burst advantage, but we haven't really seen them pop OD very much.
I believe in Oni.
I think it's a tough one.
Rugman the Bloodinator. Nice block on that slide low, because he's been doing so many slide for Bs, which is the overhead, that like, that was really solid, just reacting instead of just feeling.
And I do like the DPs coming out from Oni. I think he's kind of in the position where it's not even a matter of, like, believing in defense or not. It's simply you're trying to 50-50 and that has a gap. But now these lows coming in from Chupa are probably eating those inputs up right there.
Yeah. Oh, this is so much damage. This is it, actually.
Yeah,
this round.
I think it's, like, that slide 3C is very telling in terms of, like, if someone's trying to fuzzy jump or if they're trying to input a DP and they happen to be stuck on a 6 input.
Oh, that... Round start 5D. 5B is so good. Loses to Alo Billy. What was that?
Why did that trade?
Counter poke. It's so 5B is one of those buttons that actually like makes sense as a fighting game button in the sense that it has a hurt box all the way to the end. So you can counter poke it pretty reliably with almost every single like 5A in the game, just because like, oh, there's a hurt box there. There's a hitbox.
Only trying to TRM, good zoning with the JC, but this is looking bad. This might just be a burst right now, honestly.
That's so much damage, yeah.
Oh, DPRC, yeah, trying to take their turn, but the Lobelia is still there, and this is looking very rough. I think Oni's gonna, yeah, it looks like he wants to keep
those
the
blue
OG
beats,
for a wake
though.
up.
He's hitting blue beat almost every combo. And yeah, you have to hold that. Like I said, that's so plus.
He could have gone for air throw, I think, as a punish in that situation.
He didn't trust it, though.
Yeah, I think, because that's super, just air throw, there you go! Burst is going to come out now, 50 seconds, Rachel has a life deficit, but the zoning.
And there's no way that Ragnar can actually zone her for 50 seconds because he's going to be taking chip damage from all these projectiles. He has to be going in.
Yeah, you can take your time going in, but inevitably you're going to have to go in, because
no,
the up back lightning. I think
the
that caught
is so fast. It probably caught a jump.
I think that was a jump or a DP there, and that's
I think it was a
smart.
jump because it wasn't a counter hit or anything. It's just that like she was up there, he wanted to be running after her. Like she played ballet, he was a skater, and it ended in disaster.
Yeah, and I think that was a very smart play from Chupa to go for that like up back wind into lightning there, because there's a lot of situations where you could smell Oni's intentions like immediately on that situation, and if someone is really desperate to get that hit, you just back off. And because you're Rachel, you have an amazing, like, you know, you have wind, so you're able to just get out of there much easier and still leave with like a projectile to just sort of say like, hey, did you jump? Because I can still hit you real quick as I like escape.
Well, the lightning comes out so fast that just by being where it's going to happen, you're already like in a position of risk. So it's just one of those unfortunate situations.
Yeah, but I would say very good showing for them. Unfortunately for Chupa, they are not done with the Ragnars. They still have to deal with Play Guy immediately after this. Funny enough.
Well, you know, sometimes you fight Ragnar, and then 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 you fight Ragnar.
Then you fight Susan.
I'm just gonna interject real quick. LaChupabaka, if you're in the video, the stream, get the fuck out the room, man. I don't want to kick you. God damn.
You can't open up the list to kick, and it won't be like a big deal.
No, if I kick them, I have to remake the room because they're banned from the room.
Aw, dang.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm being held hostage.
We're on ad break right now. We just got off the ad.
All right, guys, come to the beach. It's you go to the tournament, and then the next day you go to the beach. That's the ad. The day before before the tournament, not the beach. The day before the tournament, there's another weekly tournament, and then there's the day of the tournament, and then there's the day after the tournament, which is when we go to the beach and we dig a hole.
Yeah,
all right,
it's pretty cool.
So there you go. Every game is at the tournament. Every single one except Ultra Fight Dekyanta 2. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
You know,
yeah.
I'm actually surprised that we have not like popped in Ultra Fight Dekyanta 2. You know what other like random game that we've like pulled up that like has had like a consistent present at weeklies?
What's the name of it? Not Mech Warrior. The Gundam fighter thing.
No, we don't have an M-Bond scene. We have Nitro Plus Blasters that has been showing up on weeklies a bunch.
The Nitro Plus Blasters is a video game.
It is a video game that people play in this region, funny enough. Yeah,
All right.
you would have to go to New York if you want some Mbon, or, pop over to Montreal for some Mbon games there.
Wait. As a resident M-Bond player in our region, we actually do have a top 8 Frosty Faustings M-Bond player within the borders of Massachusetts. Shout out to Shinzo Beam.
Talking about Shinzo? Yeah, Shinzo, but he hasn't run any M-Bomb things over here.
Hey, yo, Shinzo, come to UMAT and play some M-Bomb. There you go. And then you can even enter the Ultra Fight the Count at 2 bracket. So here we have Serpent versus... the names aren't updated yet.
It's Serpent versus Squidward. Yeah, he's opting for the Relius in this one.
There you go. I mean, Relius Kagura is a fun matchup where Relius and Kagura get to have so much fun. Specifically,
I will say this matchup is definitely more stable than Kagura Bullet, which is just a strange matchup.
That is a super volatile matchup, Kagura Bullet. It's not a stable matchup whatsoever.
I wish you can describe it way past like the generic. I don't know. They just hit each other and then like somebody dies.
No, there's so many things going on with that matchup, but at the same time, it's unreliable.
It's a tad cursed, I would say. Lots of 2-2Cs ending up coming out from Squid right there. And that's one of the things about Relius that sometimes people don't recognize is that like even his stray hits can lead to a lot of damage over time. Like J2D and all that is like what, like around 1,000 damage or something. Yeah, and like over time that leads to a lot. Yeah, the wife really does want to swing.
She does.
I think that Serpent can be a little bit more aggressive because we saw a situation where the Ignis gauge was very low and Serpent kind of didn't do anything, and that's like exactly what Relius wants. You really want to engage once like that Ignis gauge is either low or you just swatted away Ignis.
That Ignis engage.
Yeah.
So something about that situation was that situation where he held his ground. It was also the situation where he just got 2-2C'd like 3 times in a row, and he probably just didn't want to get hit again. Ooh, yeah. JC stunned.
This should be pretty good. What, 4K or so?
Yeah, 4K.
Very
yeah, that's
good.
basically 4K.
Counter assault comes out from Squidward, immediate wheel as well.
Yeah. So a lot of characters, when they don't get a counter hit on their counter assault, they have to deal with a pretty scramble afterwards because it's not like a full knockdown. They just kind of tech in the air.
Go in!
Oh, there it is. Nice.
Right. Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, so Relius has a pretty good coverage of what happens after his counter assault, just because his wife is always there to help him. Oh, the bait!
You tried to burst on a Kagura with too many resources or too big hit stun.
Too many meters.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been like RCOD into death anyway. Like,
wait, y'all saw that taunt? What taunt? Fuzzama, what are you talking about? You sound crazy right now.
I did not peep the taunt.
I did not peep the taunt. What is he talking about?
I'm being genuine. I
haven't seen it either. I'm just being a funny guy.
No, that's okay. I'll believe the allegations of taunting. That's fine. We saw that happen one time before. That clip is funny to this day.
Oh, nice TRM.
Throw comes in.
Oh,
I wonder. Okay. This is an awkward situation here. It gets caught by the delay overhead. ODs flashes through the 6A. That's looking real good.
Goes for that counter assault combo.
I'm surprised at how much Squidward wants Serpent off of him because there's a lot of hold on a second here. Delay tech, 2-2B or 2-2C. That's a bit of an awkward situation here. A weird like cross up situation occurs. Serpent gets to roll out, and I'm surprised the 2-1-4Z didn't catch that. That normally like catches almost every like tech.
So it depends on when it happens, right? So if you did it too late, in that situation he did a little too late, you can roll out of it so long as you're rolling forward. If you roll back, you're donezo. You want to be using that delay netcode. So it really depends on when you're doing it, on how placed you are for it. You can roll forward. Usually rolling forward means that Relius himself gets to hit you, but Squidward just wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, because normally Relius just clicks 2B and says, that's crazy, dude.
And that's crazy. Oh, the purple drop. Very nice.
Oh no, surfboard into RC, but no follow-up there. OD off the 2DA and you're dead. It's plain and simple.
Super dead. Serpent taking that very solidly.
I won't lie, that was... The last game here was surprisingly quick, given the first.
Squidward who got taunted, or was it Squidward who taunted, or was it Serpent who taunted?
I believe it was Squidward who taunted.
Squidward taunted?
Yes.
Dang. After that set, dang. You spelled your own demise, my brother.
Not gonna lie, that was definitely a taunt to get bodied moment.
It's like,
That's
excuse
how it
me,
goes.
I'd like to get 1 ticket to get bodied, please.
That feels like it would be the name of it. Not a metal concert, but it would be like a... That just sounds like it'd be one of those like Smash regionals that you like hear of the week before, and then suddenly there's like 300 people in the venue, and you're like, oh, okay.
Hey man, are you going down to Ohio for Get Bodied this weekend?
You put the fear of God in me. I did not know if you were gonna just like say a random Toledo local meme. Like
I don't know the Toledo local memes. I'm secretly not a local.
No, not the. Oh my God. Just the way that people like bring up Toledo locals, and then there's that one. You know the image of that like K-On character with like a Modelo in hand, and it's like X country mentioned.
Oh yeah. The Brazil mentioned. Is it like Toledo mentioned?
Somebody did Toledo mention, but the like red circle thing of like a similar name, and they like put Toledo mention, and it's just like my face.
Could you send me that actually?
I'll send you that when I get the chance. It's
Alright,
pretty
thank
funny.
you.
I won't lie. Yeah, I got
All
you.
right. So Play Guy versus Chupabaka. Once again, Rachel versus Ragna.
Yeah, I think at this point we've kind of gone over the matchup, so this is definitely going to be some interesting player versus player interactions here to me, because I am not sure how Play Guy is going to try to turn up the aggression and approaches in order to force out some different like options out of Chupa.
So I feel like Play Guy, so long as he presses buttons and they win instead of losing, then he'll be able to win. But as far as his playstyle, the thing with zoning is that zoning is so very specific to the person that you're playing. Like a lot of zoners need to take that time to properly adjust to the person that they're playing. So I genuinely just don't know how he's going to hold up against Play Guy compared to Oni, because they play so differently. And Chupabaka is just going to have to adjust, and sometimes his adjustments will work, and sometimes they won't work, and that's just how being a zoner is.
And already, we've seen a couple of attempts at kind of backing off, but Play Guy has cornered Chupa absolutely here. Catching the back dashes, catching the up back win right there with the JA as well. That is, like, the killer. All of Ragna's A normals are fantastic in, like, slightly different ways, honestly.
Yes. The only complaint I have about his A normals is make 2A 6 frames instead of 7, thank you. Very convincing play by Play Guy here. He's not playing around, guy. He's work guy right now.
Oh my god, dude.
I'll be honest, nobody's ever said that before.
I don't know if the puns, people have named those puns.
Oh, good 5B, being like, you know what, I don't have to deal with this so long as I kick you in the face. Nice job.
That's an overcompensation, and I feel like I've seen that a lot out of some like mid-level play and like that mid-high level play in BB, where sometimes people are very afraid of like a reversal option, so they'll just super jump, double jump, and either an opponent just delays their reversal or they just walk out of the corner. And at that point, like, you got to either A, work on the OSs, or B, you kind of just have to commit and just understand what you're doing. Nice air throw there from Play Guy, actually, to catch Chupa's movement.
And not only that, forces the burst, which is good, because that means that, like, she's not going to get burst for a while. Even if she wins the round, she's probably not going to get it until the next one. Yep, 6C into JC, very plus sequence.
Off by those, Chupa wants to maintain the win, gets the wind 3C, in fact. But
drops the combo.
And the air DP connects, chair is baited, RC, and that should be the round. Oh my god.
Ragna's 5B commits tax fraud? No, it's honest. It has a hurtbox all the way to the end, man. It's getting bodied by Ragna 5B, skill issue.
Truly. I won't lie, though, that was really good movement and awareness from Play Guy.
Yes. Very, very solid stuff. Something I really like is at some point he had a jump forward where Chupabaka was moving a little forward as well, and he knew that jump C wasn't going to hit behind him, and he just went for a DP that hit awkwardly cross-up, but the first hit of CDP, even in a cross-up situation, is enough to get a knockdown, so he just kind of left it at that and just took it as a knockdown.
Yeah, that was
he recognized the situation, went, I'm gonna DP now, and it worked.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice there. Like, Genuinely, that was like something that would be... Oh my goodness. Already right here, Play Guy. Looking like he's kind of like trying to write the book for the matchup so far and kind of how to play around with it. I'm curious to see what Chupa's going to opt for, because at this point, Chupa's attempts at kind of disengaging have been met with either buttons, block strings, or just outright attacks. So I'm wondering to see if maybe we'll see like Chupa try to stand their ground a bit more often, but right now it is all Ragna offense. Hell, oh my god, Gauntlet Hades RC. Gonna leave us some solid damage here. Next hit certainly will kill. TRM setup. Good throw tech from Chupa.
So
there's the 6.
That situation right there has happened a million times between both Oni and Play Guy against TooManyTwos, where they tech the grab and they press 5B and they get beaten by A Lobelia because A Lobelia comes out just in a way to beat 5B at that range.
Yeah, especially because like the throw tech in that situation is neutral.
Yes.
Right? So it's neutral, you throw out the Lobelia, you don't extend your hurt box. Ragna gladly kind of like extends his arms and says, "You could hit me, ma'am."
Yes. So that is 100% something that both Oni and Play Guy have been dealing with, is like, oh, LaChupabaka teched my grab, I'm gonna press 5B, and then they get beaten up for it.
Yeah, I'm wondering right there. I like the double jump in that situation because he's low enough to the ground to catch like an up back wind, but 6B did not get caught by the chair. Okay,
it was because it was 6B into 2D at that distance, managed to make the chair whiff entirely, and that combo, like, he bursted it, but that would hurt.
Yeah. Getting caught by the throws now off of the wind mix up here. Play Guy's gonna be not sent into the corner actually.
Yep.
Chupa just opting for the Lobelia there.
Very nice. Oh, drops. Very unfortunate.
Trying to go for the air throw, but just a little too hesitant with the up back there. Has to block this, but frankly, probably could have gone for a Carnage Scissors in that situation. Rachel's definitely in range of it. But
so that was an awkward little situation where there was that 5C first hit. Oh, that's going to be RC into death. There was that 5C...
They have to spend it all for this. Are they going to recognize it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Managed to keep their OD as well.
Very good. Very good.
One thing that I think has been interesting from Play Guy is the concept of overshooting. Generally, you see this a lot in kind of games with like very important movement. Sometimes it's not necessarily about hitting opponents where they are, it's hitting them where they're going to be. And we've been seeing Play Guy opt for that strategy quite a bit with his movement and like options there, especially with like certain deep 5Bs, going for like preemptive Js and so on and so forth. That have been kind of netting him these hits when Chupa tries to play evasively. Really good movement right there to get out of that. G2C.
Oh, drops the combo. Really unfortunate. And this is putting him in a really bad situation.
Oh, Ash Girl. I'm Play Guy. I'm probably keeping that to note. There's the delay 2B, catching the DP attempt from Play Guy right there.
There we go. Set good
be a lot of damage, not quite death.
Look at that damage! And there's a little bit, yeah.
Chupa with the smart decision to kind of opt for that, playing the rule of threes and just backs off on that last one. Already such a huge life lead that even if, like, Play Guy weren't, even if Play Guy did not go for a DP, it's like, dude, I'm just going to zone you out and chip you for the rest of the game. It's fine.
Like, sometimes you're just in a terrible situation and there's very little you can do about it.
Yeah. So right now, we'll see what Play Guy has to go for here, but I think at this point, I think legit, if he just commits to blocking, like making the guess on the 50-50 and throw OSing, he'll get out of certain situations a lot easier. That delay 3C, these delay lows are eating him up though, Jesus.
Yeah, well, that was too a case where his DP just didn't come out, 6C came out, and that got counter hit.
Oh, that was 6C? I thought that was 6A for a second, I won't lie.
No, that was 6C.
Good DP on the IPs there.
Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Oh, unfortunate.
There comes out. I like the response from Chupa, right? You really can't let Ragna kind of just like run you over and do whatever, and showing that at least will enforce some form of RPS. And you've seen Play Guy almost overcompensate for it at times.
Yep. So right now, Chupa is just taking his time. He's being like, okay, I'm having trouble. Whenever I give this guy an opportunity and he gets a hit, he tends to take the whole round. So I'm just not going to give him an opportunity. I'm just going to like keep my distance, toss my stuff, fly across the stage, see you later. Just not going to give him a chance.
I think
and it's working out for him.
Yeah, he's been going for the very high arced Lobelias, which has been working out fantastically because Play Guy is opting to just jump into them rather than just like air dash 3 or like dash in 3C to just kill George and like, jump cancel afterwards.
Yeah.
sometimes players end up restricting their own movement in ways if you like catch them doing like the same options against like certain space coverage.
Well, it's also, remember what I said at the beginning, how the zoner player is going to have to take a couple rounds to figure out how the other guy moves just to adjust his zoning. That's 100% what was happening there. He was just like, okay, well, play guy's moving like this, and I need to be adapting to it.
I really like the 6As here from Play Guy to beat the J2Cs. Not able to fully convert off of them.
Oh,
Should be able to kill off this. This is actually
this
good
is
enough
that.
starter.
This is that.
No! Oh my god. They try to do too much with the 3C there. Throw Tech actually keeps Rachel in place.
Very nice.
That is super sick. I didn't even realize that because that completely stops the win momentum. Rachel's actually kind of locked in and Ragnar still has his air options to stay in.
So that is something you don't see very frequently, because usually you do a double jump to get the like really high air throws, right? But if you super jump, you still have your air option after the air tech, and you can still air dash at the other person and try to keep your turn.
Very good awareness from Play Guy, recognizing that like wind 3C is likely going to be coming in and just down backing it preemptively here. We're likely going to see a burst either on the next big hit or the one afterwards, so let's just try to watch out for that. Hair comes in, gets thrown for it, burst comes out. Play Guy not even going to opt to bait the burst there. You want to at least deprive Rachel of the resources.
No, that was so risky.
Koopa opting for the burst bait themselves. It's not going to work out. Counter hit 5B now.
And
Play Guy bursting into the corner. There's the reset into the 6B. That should be death off of this confirm.
Yes, that is 100% death. He went for the easy route as well.
Oh my god.
Very nice.
That is such a fun set to watch there. Man.
6B reset. What a toxic player. Nah, he's got like...
Super toxic, super toxic.
But okay, well here's the thing. If he's so toxic, then why is Rachel the one with poison damage?
Dude,
Checkmate.
That's a very good question.
Checkmate, Fuzzama player.
What is it again? Oh my god. Checkmate Amaterasu atheists.
Checkmate Amaterasu.
Okay. So that will end up leading us with our top four here for this evening. We have BananaKen and Fuzzama waiting to fight each other in winners finals. Ryukasim, Serpent, Play Guy are the remainders in the loser side of the bracket. Before we get into the top four, we're going to once again just run through everything that we got going on so we can just keep up the action, because I'm not going to lie, that last set was a little crazy. So
that last set was a little crazy.
Yeah. First things first, we've got a Matcherino. Hit exclamation point Matcherino. Yeah, no. We're not saying that you fought Serpent yet. We're saying that's coming up. Don't worry, Rikusim. Don't worry. We got you. We got you covered. There's a Matcherino here. Need I say more? Put in the money for the codes and all that jazz. We definitely do appreciate it. Secondly, we do have a bunch of online and offline events coming over here. I'm going to do this in order of when they're coming up here. So the BBCF Online Weekly is every Monday. The next one is, of course, next Monday at 8 p.m. Same time, same place. We also have our Plus R bracket, which are going weekly now on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. So you can catch that in 2 weeks, right? That's a week. That's in a week. I can't do math, dude. That's terrible. Anyway, our offline monthly is going to be on May 20th. It's got the usual stuff to expect from us. Exerd, Strive, CF, NBTL, KOF 15. Ton of those things we have got going on here as well. Nextly, we've got some of the regional events coming up here. Our first one coming up is Meter Management, and this will be a New England Smash and FGC Regional brought to you guys by Bay State Beatdown and us at BostonBlueBeat. We've got Street Fighter 6, Strive, and Smash Brothers Ultimate Singles and Squads. You can catch us on June 10th at Uptime Academy in Hanover and Reg at start.gg/meter. The next event that we have coming up is actually on April 30th, and this will be a set of first to 10 college exhibitions featuring RIT versus various colleges in Massachusetts and New England, rather. So we've got CF we have a CF first to 10, two of them, with WSU and WPI respectively. If I remember correctly, I'm lying. It's WSU and SHNU. And for MBTL, we have an RIT fight versus WPI. So we've got all that going on. This will be on April 30th again. Same stream here at BostonBlueBeat, and this will be at 5 p.m. EST. And lastly, but certainly not least, our Summertime Regional Beach episode is back. It's going to be in Boston, of course. July 15th at Balance Patch. You should stop by for the entire weekend. Don't forget, the day before, we got our usual weekly here in Boston at the same venue, mind you. So for the main bracket for Beach Episode Rerun, we will have Exert, Strive, Plus R, MBAC, CF, MBTL, TFH, Sailor Moon S. We got a ton of games coming in, and the day afterwards, we're going to go to the beach. Now, that being said, the players want to play already. Jesus Christ, this is what, the 4th time it's happened tonight?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. These players are so high strung. You know what they could use? A vacation at the beach. That's right. They should come to Beach Episode July 15th and 16th.
They should dig a hole and fall asleep.
There you go. That's just they're just like me for real. Very nice. Confirmed. 5K.
Yeah, some of those hits were a bit far away, so that was a good usage of the Yana game on the stabilizer just going to EA.
Yeah. Very solid stuff from Eureka Singh here, showing us solid comprehension of the matchup.
God, you're telling me I'm bad at reading fast, dude. Watch this. After this set, I'm gonna read through the entire thing in like 2 seconds. You can clip it and ship it. This one's gonna be OD, trust me. Okay. Moving on to the game though.
Yeah, moving on to the game. Nice grab. Gonna go into a grab confirm to put him in the grab corner, or maybe mess up the grab confirm into the grab corner and put him out of the corner.
But now he's
Nice
back
whip.
in the corner, and now he's doing a bunch of damage. Well,
This is all part of the confirm. Very nice.
Yeah.
He's
I find that.
respecting those JDs.
Yeah, I think moreover, he's not recognizing that JD actually has a ton of landing recoveries. You can just wait. So if you're waiting for it, then that's what you choose to do, and you see the JD come out, you just hit him on landing.
Yeah, you press your funniest starter.
Pretty much. I think in this case, like 6B would have done it, like from that situation with the meter.
I think you could have even been like, oh, he's pressing JD. You might have even been able to press 5C. Maybe if you're like really on top of it.
Yeah, that's like super strict timing there.
Oh, really seem taking the first game. Very nice.
Yeah, got the 2-1-4A right over here.
All right.
The connection was
Nope.
lost.
Oh, the connection.
What a shame.
What a shame. What a
Thank
shame.
God it was at the
Rotten way to
die. No, stop! Oh my God, I'm so poisoned, dude.
Oh, have you played Deus Ex?
I played Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. I actually haven't played OG yet.
Fair enough. The OG is excellent, and that line, as funny as that line is, and as funny as the entire situation around it is, the game is excellent. Highly recommended.
Yo,
Yeah.
I love you
Yes, that's
guys, but I'm just gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull
Yep.
up Serpent stream, and we're gonna go off that. I'll just let
We gotta
y'all-
do that. Oh no, because they're still in there. Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, go.
Wait, they're on
Do what you
Super
gotta
Stream?
do, do
Oh
what you gotta
gosh.
do, do what you gotta
Okay.
do. Yeah, we got a spectator bug issue. Don't worry about it here. Okay.
I
let
love
me.
spectator
We're
bug.
professionals, I promise.
Serpent,
I mean,
Black-
these things like
Black
genuinely just
89.
happened, and this is literally like the best solution on hand for just like being able to watch it. So I think it's fine. Keep in mind also, if you guys want to tune into some of the other streams and throw up like a multi-stream or what have you, BananaKen is also streaming alongside it. So shout outs to him, by the way. So okay, here we have
Okay.
Serpent now.
Here we have Serpent. Look at him. He looks so comfortable.
Don't say
Oh, he's-
look at him.
What do you mean? Just look at him. He looks so comfortable.
He's chilling.
He's wearing a beanie. He's hanging out. Is that a Goblin Slayer t-shirt? Very nice.
I can't tell. Actually.
I don't know. It looks cool.
All right, so far he's got some pretty good hits in right now. Oh, I don't know if he either messed up a charge or just kind of opted to go for like a reset there to be a bit cheeky in this situation. Good hits coming in here from
nice
Serpent
hit.
so far.
So we're gonna get the Serpent Stream power up, where he's gonna win now.
Perhaps. However, he did end up letting Ryukism out of the corner. I was about to say like another 6B hit would have led to death, and now he's got to go for 2 touches off of this confirm.
Yep, but at least he's close, you know.
Well, and
oh, nice
party time.
barrier, nice barrier.
Yeah, just staying away from all
I'll
that
get the
crazy
JC
action.
hit, and there's the grab.
Okay.
Very nice, very nice, very nice.
But now we're going to end up going into our final game here. This will determine, again, who goes into losers semis before we have to go through our winners finals match to determine who will fight them. A confusing process, I'm sure.
A little bit of a funny situation right now.
Perhaps. Right now, Ryukism opting to back off, trying to go for some of these JDs, and at this point, Serpent's legit just like trying to cosplay a Kai player and just running up and throwing.
There you go. I mean, look, Kevin Kisk gets that bread. That's what I can say about that. He wins the
really
games.
does. It's weirder for Kagura to go for it though, just because his run speed is legitimately super slow. So trying to go for that kind of playstyle where you just kind of like throw a waiting opponent can be a bit more difficult because you have that like added time from the slow dash speed to just go, oh, he's running at me.
You really have to be able to establish yourself extremely well if you're going to do that as Kagura. And right now it looks like Serpent's doing a pretty good job of establishing himself.
Yeah, I think that was a surfboard in order to catch the roll. Pretty good option there, and then end up just RCing and follow up and getting the kill there. And suddenly, Serpent is looking very poised to take the rest of the set, actually. Overdrive advantage, Ryukusim's in the corner. That's not a bad place to be in. Good fuzzy jump.
Out of his speed, jeez. Just don't deal with stuff. Boom, boom, surfboard, bot.
He may be able to force a burst out of Ryu. Whoa, okay.
Oh, there we go.
That was super weird.
Punishes the combo drop.
How did he end up getting the hit afterwards there? Okay, hold on a second. I might have to look at that again, because that OD, in theory, would have been like really advantageous for Ryukusim there. The orb ends up connecting, not enough damage to quite kill on that situation. 60s away, active flow for Ryukusim. He just wants to get that overdrive again in order to properly do a little bit of mishandling of funds against Serpent, but no chance.
Oh, let's go Serpent. Subscribe to Serpent on YouTube.
Oh, he does put out a lot of content. He recently, he recently put out that fuzzy jump tutorial against Kagura. Yep. So I would say that was, generally very useful in case you want to kind of in case you're having a hard time getting out of Kagura pressure. You can definitely opt for that.
Yeah, he also reliably uploads sets like 5 times a week. So if you're like, man, how do I deal with Kagura, or just like I want to watch some BlazBlue and get a handle on what people are doing, or just I want to watch some BlazBlue, Sometimes you just want to watch BlazBlue, so subscribe to Serpent. He's got tons of videos.
Yeah, I'd say Serpent puts out a lot of videos. Seven also puts out a lot of sets, so both of them definitely kind of filling up the matchup footage there, I would say, on that end. Yep. Now, okay. So I got enough time. Okay, it's in between. I'm gonna run through this entire.
Let's go.
Don't forget to donate to the Match Arena. Hit exclamation point Match Arena in order to put in some stuff for the chat. You can log in with literally almost anything, and then in order to just click one thing for a code, we got more than enough people in the chat in order to fill that out. Our next offline monthly is on May 20th. Usual games, Extra Strive, CF, and MBTL, as well as KOF and a couple other things on the side. Our Plus R events are now weekly. They're going to be starting May 2nd. That's going to be next week, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. CF Weekly is going to be next Monday, same time, same place. BostonBlueBeat stream on May 1st. BostonBlueBeat is now coming back with Beach episode for July 15th for a weekend of games, beaches, and plenty of fun. We got Extra Strive, Plus R, MBAC, CF, MBTL, TFH, SMS, and plenty of more games. Meter Management is going to be a New England Smash and FGC Regional brought to you guys by Bay State Beatdown, and BostonBlueBeat will be running SF6. Strive, Smash Brothers Ultimate Singles and Squads. You can join us on June 10th at Uptime Academy in Hanover, MA for plenty of games and fun. You can reg at start.gg/meter. We have a ton of exhibitions coming up as well next week, which is going to be RIT versus the World, which is going to be a ton of first attends across MBTL and BBCF. Going to be featuring RIT butting heads with WSU, WPI, and SHNU. You can check it out on the BostonBlueBeat stream at 5 p.m. EST.
And come to UMAD.
And do that as well. You can make like a whole North America trip of going to a UMAD, and then you go to BostonBlueBeat Beach episode. It's pretty dope.
If you come to UMAD for BlazBlue, I'll even try to take you out for poutine. Myself.
Yo, Poutine's OD. I just want to give a quick shout out to Brian Lag for dropping a fat hundo.
Brain lag.
Almost had a fat hundo of viewers in here, but we somehow still have 19 codes. Please use those codes. They add up. I have a calculator on the fucking screen for you to, even do the math. Here, I'll clear it. You got 19 codes at 25 cents each. That's almost $5, baby. Come on, people. Come on, people.
Finish the fight, dude. Finish the fight. I may have played Halo recently.
You mind telling me what you're doing in that commentary reel?
Sir. Editing this video. All right, we've got our winners finals here for this weekly. BananaKen versus Fuzzama. I don't think anybody would be surprised by this pairing, so we'll see how the result ends up faring.
Oh, the anti-air 5A?
Wow, surprising there. Normally you don't see Kokonoe 5A end up anti-air just because 6A is just such a prominent button.
It's a really excellent anti-air.
Oh, jeez, that was such an awkward hit, and the height just wasn't right, so BananaKen ends up dropping here. Should be able to side swap off of this, confirm with the Graviton. There it is. 3C into the Fireball, should be coming down soon. Good fuzzy jump from Fuzzama, but not able to find a situation in order to anti-air BananaKen there. A couple of awkward swaps, like side swaps, and then like kind of jumping around that. Just really makes it very awkward here.
Yeah,
Could be
this is
death,
definitely. This is death.
Guns.
And get the hell off my lawn. I hate these snakes on my lawn.
There's a snake in my boot.
There's a... Nah. Billy, you get over here. I think there's a snake in this bush here.
Why did JB work in that situation? I thought that was gonna be Beam Flash.
That's because JB is cracked.
BB is dumb. JB.
Yeah.
My boy.
BB? Bloodborne? Alright, here we go.
JB's coming out with... The Fireball actually was entirely from the OD, but this should be BananaKen, like, just wasting as much time as possible off Fuzz's OD here.
Yeah. And that's what the super's for.
Mid-screen Super Bowl reset! No! He labbed this out! Oh my god, you're dead. You're so dead, dude.
Rep in pepperoni.
Yeah. I had seen BananaKen lab out these, like, the new mid-screen Super Bowl mixes and, like, confirms off of them, and he's been getting, like, 4K minimum. So, there's that.
Yeah. And that's very front-loaded, too. Like, the super does, like, what? Almost 3K on its own?
Something like that. The variance on it is, like, kind of high, just due to the way, like, it bounces, but no matter what, like, someone's getting hit with, like, a bunch of damage.
Yes, sir. And usually it's not Coconut. Go, boom, boom, boom. Snake time, baby. Oh, dude, you just had to fuzzy jump now.
See, follow connects, but there just mashes 5A successfully here. Should be able, Fuzzama should be able to like toss BananaKen back in the corner here.
Very
Gets
nice.
the extension. Trying to run the Oki, yeah. But these delay techs from BananaKen are definitely ruining that for Fuzzama here. So I wonder if he's gonna, Fuzzama's gonna try to just like catch the delay techs a bit more.
Ooh.
Nice confirm on the counter hit here. Cross trigger. Oh, he wants to kill.
Unfortunate.
Attack level's not high enough in order to block the burst here. J2C does connect, and that should lead to death.
Oh,
no!
That was so far, though. There's no way that was happening unless he was, like, a god.
Yeah, and he tried to go for the, like, micro dash 2B just to get the horizontal range. Good block on the 6B, but ends up getting caught by the wheel there. I think that was backdash recovery. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Big hit, Super Bowl reset. We might just be watching a robbery live on Twitch.tv. Yeah, Fuzzama's just going to end up letting that
Another
go.
super? Another super?
It should be, yeah.
There it is.
Another super.
Yeah, another super.
I didn't expect it to be another super ball. I thought it was just gonna be gun.
I mean, the minimum damage exists.
True.
Go. Oh, the Graviton. The Graviton again.
Oh my god. Nice confirm off of that awkward situation there. Chain extension for some more damage.
The Graviton
2B.
making the command grab whiff into the Graviton, thrusting that 2C right into Kokono's face.
Did he just like... Hold on a second. That was a weird OP situation. I want to talk about it after this round here.
Yeah, that was also crazy confirmed there with the 2A, like, oh my god.
That's a second anti-air 2C that's worked out for Fuzz.
Yeah, and 2C on the 6C, too.
Good damage
4.3,
there.
very nice, very nice. There's that, there's that meter, meaty. Meaty stands follow. Very nice. Death.
Good hits right there so far. Fuzzama keeping the rounds even, but he has to take this game in order to get it 1-1. Otherwise, the pressure is all on him.
Alright.
Backdashes there in stance and manages to drag out the overdrive. Caught by the fireballs, but he has enough time in order to build back his like chain stocks.
Yep.
And speaking of which, literally just in time there for the connection there. I think I was actually no because of the chain.
No, it's because of the hit. If you hit someone with the chains, they fully restock.
Right. Sorry, I missed the timing there for it.
It's all good. There we go. Get the
Squeezing
hit.
out as
One
much
more
damage
hit.
as possible. Yeah. OD. No hit
just
confirms. You got exposed, big
autopilot.
man. Oh man.
The autopilot is real.
We all expect
Oh, nice.
the 6A to confirm, dude.
Yeah.
6A.
It's the kind of thing where, like, you have enough hits done on there to, like, buffer the super, don't worry about it. Just practice a little bit and you're good. Because some people do block overheads out there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think in theory you have enough time to visually confirm it. It's just that people get hit by it so often that I legitimately wonder if you end up getting that like practice for like hit confirming it.
That's definitely the case where you're so used to people not getting hit by it, rather, that you're in a tournament set, you're in winners finals, there's vomit on your sweater already. You know, like, all that business.
Jesus, I just ate spaghetti today.
Oh my god! The weird backwards 6A hit. Yeah.
God, just barely got the burst in time, but this is gonna be like, he's just gonna up back Super Ball or something.
Yeah. Just get it. Just waste 5 seconds, 3 seconds.
Yeah,
Tries to go for
wheel
that.
right there to stay up, but Fuzzama catches him and deals just enough damage to get the timeout, actually.
The timing, the god himself, Fuzzama.
Oh my god. That was ordinarily, that is like the play to do as Kokonoe, but for whatever reason, BananaKen didn't activate the Graviton in order to send themselves sky high, because if he did, that chain would not have connected and BananaKen would have been able to actually get the timeout win themselves. But because of that little timing, Fuzz was just aware enough to go for the dash up 2D, and then ending up getting that, wow.
Yeah.
And then deals enough damage.
Well, that was... I mean, I was just talking about it with Fuzzama being on that spaghetti juice. That was a spaghetti moment where it's just like, maybe just something went wrong, or it was just like, I can do this, it's fine, and it's like, nope.
Okay, Banana just to get Banana's overdrive to come out, and still has B-Ken in the corner. This is looking very good for Fuzzama here now. But he has to deal with the wake-up defensive RPS from BananaKen, as he's gotten out a lot of times. 2B ends up connecting on what I believe was a jump-out attempt here. Not going to be able to kill off of this confirmed, but at this point, literally any other touch will do it. The latex caught by the 2 and 4B, and he just keeps on keeping on.
Super snake kick, baby.
I think he did 2-1-4B, a follow-up, and then just did another 2-1-4B to catch them, like, something afterwards there. Fuzz up around with even meters on the OD. And I want to highlight that interaction right there with the chain on the, like, 6D fireball attempt there. Fuzz has to mind his positioning just a little bit more in order to counter-hit Kokonoe for trying to go for fireball, as it does have high recovery.
That's so dirty.
He hasn't been showing that very much. Most people just autopilot into guessing aside for the left-right on teleport there.
And
speaking of which, you're dead.
That's so much damage.
Dude, Fuzz had like an opportunity to play for like the first 10 seconds of the game of the round, and then he
accidentally cornered himself, and it was over.
Yeah.
The Kokonoe's win condition hitting me. Going into super. There you go. You are now in the corner. It's
This overdrive's not gonna get much done. Yeah,
hey, they call me Gravitoni. Go.
Ravioli, give me the Gravitoni. And because that EA can side swap, this is looking very good. 6C, caught in the recovery actually by 3C.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good awareness to like recognize that you would invuln past like the 6C, but still need to go for a different button here. The roll comes out once again.
That dirty grab once again. 4K, 4.3. We're not done. Sneezing. Super snake kick.
Side swapping.
Oh,
life stealing.
Okay, we're good.
I think that's very good from Fuzz to like hold firm. And that's you're not dead
No.
yet. One last mix.
The
Gamer safe. Wow.
Yo, Fuzzama's not messing around.
I am kind of surprised that command grab worked, because I legitimately thought that was about to just be BananaKen hitting the funniest up back JB of his life.
Hey man, Fuzzama's kind of going for it.
Fuzzama's up here, 2-1 against BananaKen, and this is going to be close. I won't lie, this is likely going to a game 5 here.
Probably. We'll see. Fuzzama,
we'll have to see.
Fuzzama did win 2 in a row. Maybe the mental damage is already seeping in.
BananaKen is way too chill of a dude. I think he'll be alright.
You don't think he's gone bananas over this?
Dude, nah, he's not going ape about this whatsoever. That man will like play alongside and be like, yeah, I think this was fine. I don't think Fuzz plays in a way that would kind of frustrate BananaKen, and I don't think B can typically tilt in like these bracket environments, which is very good for him. That kind of like mental fortitude is very important for just keeping on, especially with winners final sets like this, where you know it's 3 out of 5, so you kind of have to deal with the like page dynamics.
So what you're saying is that Mr. BananaKen is not going to be caught slipping?
He's cool as a cucumber, yes.
There you go.
For a banana. Awkward drop there, but the 2-2A gonna enforce the defensive reaction from Fuzzama here.
The overhead.
Not a full confirm, and the chain ends up connecting off of the flame wheel. Not gonna pop that EA in time, so won't be able to get the max lifesteal. I wonder if that chain was maybe like just a bit late on an EA button there. 6A hits, and he did go for a confirm this time.
He went for the RT and then into the super sneaking, and this is probably still gonna...
He was dead there, yeah. BananaKen opting for the burst here. Somewhat surprisingly, but with enough meter for Super Ball, I can understand the vision here.
Jesus. Oh, and there it is. Cross up JA.
Yeah, Fuzz managing to make contact with the chain and just cross up. It's wow.
Go.
JB
Respecting
makes
that, respecting that JB. Nice sides, same side.
Yeah.
So
that makes it so tricky because visually, like, the brain is like, oh, this is a cross-up, and then you get pushed, like, way farther than Kokonoe, and you're like, oh, can't be jumping low coming in here.
Go.
BananaKen wants to finish up this round quickly. I really do feel like this is just going to be a Kokonoe round.
Oh, nice block on the overhead. A fuzzy jump, I guess.
Yeah, I like the fuzzy jump attempt there, but the bomb keeps him contained.
And Donut being plus gets me every time. You just had to sit there and block and keep blocking.
Seriously. I like the 3C and the 3C in order to mix up your timing and catch a potential fuzzy jump. Roll comes out, but BananaKen can catch that. Not a full confirm. Text the throw. Active flow available, but he needs to deal like 3k damage worth to put BananaKen in kill range, I feel like.
Oh, this might be it.
Not quite.
This might be that 3k damage worth at least. Oh, goes for the... Oh yeah, he's got that hit too. That's gonna 100% do like 4k easy.
Flash is coming out. No, 2D actually. Thought he was in stance, but not quite the case here. Chain hits nothing. Overdrive is crammed. Oh, but no,
that could have been so dangerous.
Wow. If Fuzz had waited just a little bit to see the flash there, he would have been able to get a much better punish on the CT. You gotta recognize that. I don't think he was looking for CT in particular.
I think he was just looking for the cancel afterwards, because so many of the cancels after 2B are unsafe. Specifically if you go 5B into 2B.
Yeah, I think he was betting on like a delay like C-Mode coming out.
Yeah.
Bomb's still on him, so he gets caught despite the chain. Gotta remember, those don't go away on block, only on hit. 6C!
Oh, that air grab just whiffs entirely and causes so much damage to occur.
BananaKen has overdrive, not enough meter for a golden taker. Opts for the reset instead here. The latex from Fuzzama gives him enough time in order to get out of the corner.
Recognize the purple grab. Ooh. And there's
my god. I think that's straight
over
up
the 2A.
That invuln. He hit it. He still had enough time for 6C to invuln. 6C's invuln to work there. And BananaKen keeps it even and is gonna bring it 2-2 with an air throw.
I feel like we haven't seen a lot of air throw resets work so far, so that's like kind of a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Remember the first round of our long tournament, first on-stream set, none of the air grab resets worked.
Yeah,
It's
so
kind of like a throwback.
We're in this kind of situation, and BananaKen's been able to tech a lot more throws, and Fuzzama does not really have crazy TRM like mix due to his dash, due to his step dash. So we might see Fuzzama lean a bit more into the command grab, perhaps, because BananaKen hasn't been. That was a low-profile 2A on the JP from Fuzz. Jesus.
Yeah, Kokonoe 2A is a button.
Yeah, we've talked about it a few times where we saw, like, I think 2 or 3 other instances of, like, BananaKen opting to use, like, 2A to low profile and roll instead of traditionally go for, like, the 6A anti-air. Yep. OD rate's gonna proc, but Fuzzama's A-okay with continuing his pressure. Air throw.
Oh, there's the air grab.
Alright, he'll be able to maintain corner position off of his confirmed 63D. This is looking real good. And Fireball comes out, easy punish here, right?
Snake kick. Oh no, you gave me a free rapid cancel.
Yeah.
That's essentially what happens in that situation. A lot of characters, basically every character, have unique ways to handle that super. And Fuzzama's is just like, I'm gonna do Super Snake Kick, then I'm gonna get hit, and it's not gonna matter because Super Snake Kick has like 14 years worth of hits done.
Oh, that was a smart 5A from Fuzzama, but it literally Fuzzama auto-corrected for the wrong side. So BananaKen still got the hit in anyway.
Very unfortunate. Oh, what a mix!
That's same side. I can't even tell.
I think that was same side. It's disgusting.
Jesus.
Like a moldy banana.
Yeah, seriously. Good throw tech there from Fuzzama.
Goes for the... Oh. Do you see that 2C get stuffed by JB? Jeez.
Why do you think I was shocked by all the 2C counter hits from like the beginning of the set, dude? Super Fireball reset, and this could just be it. Roll gets caught by the 2A, yeah.
Burst. And no, that's it. That's what happens with the super, is just like, it does all of its damage at once.
Yeah, you die pretty quickly on that. And I think it's that
nice
caught an extended hurt box from some normal there. This chain's gonna let Fuzzama at least maintain the corner position for now. Overdrive rate comes out again. 2A mash follows up, but no dice. Fuzzama managing to get the hit here now. BananaKen out on overdrive. All it will take is a big counter hit as well as an OD, and Fuzzama might just be able to take it right here over BananaKen. However, he's now caught in the corner against Kokonoe. 2-2A connects. Air throw is teched.
Blocking J. Oh, that
Fuzz gets jailed, and that was dirty. Good awareness from BananaKen to have enough time to do that. And Fuzz, a rare burst coming out here. That's a huge resource he just deprived himself of. JB connects on the teleport.
I feel like Fuzz is entering a zen state of mind.
I think I would be very, very anxious right now. Uses up all of the chains. Oh, and because he gets that whiff there, BananaKen manages to go in with the JB. Makes contact.
Here's the same side. Very nice block.
Good fuzzy jump here. BananaKen with the flame wheel. He's gonna get jailed into something. 5B connects, and this should be it right now with these resources.
Yeah,
this is OD. This might just be curtains here.
No.
Not enough fortune for a Golden Taker setup.
Fuzzama
gets the hit. He has enough meter to just kill off of this. Will he drop the confirm or will he handle it? And he will indeed punch his ticket into winner's side of grand finals. Dang.
The spaghetti was real there at the end, but Fuzzama, he's got that recipe.
I'm not gonna lie, a frustrating drop for BananaKen, surely. To have that win in the palm of his hands, and suddenly Fuzzama slips away, and just a hit later, and BananaKen is the one sent to losers now.
What a set.
Dude, that was crazy.
That drop at the end was so unfortunate because we haven't seen any Golden Tiger combos.
Yeah, I wonder if he was trying to set up for like Super Ball into like Ice Gun for a double super there. Because I know that BananaKen has his like Golden Tiger setups like pretty like settled, right? Like that man makes a Kokonoe with 100 meter and like OD so scary because he will throw you and you're like, yep,
I'm dead.
But a situation like that is a bit unusual there. Regardless, I mean, congratulations for Fuzzama for defeating BananaKen there. BananaKen, mind you, is not down and out, but that is still impressive to do.
But he is in losers now, which is going to be where our next match is, which is Serpent versus Play Guy, Ryu versus Guile, or Ken versus Guile, I guess.
I wonder how this set is gonna go. I won't lie. So in their first set of this like bracket today, Play Guy did end up beating Serpent.
Yes, decisively as well.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see how like the rest of this will end up panning out. Whether Serpent will be making like certain adjustments, will Play Guy kind of stick to what was working beforehand, or really try to kind of like reinvent things a little bit to keep Serpent on the back foot.
Well, the thing with Play Guy's style is that Play Guy he doesn't need to reinvent the wheel. He's already figured out his mode of transportation, and he just needs to keep driving properly.
Pretty much. Although right now, I'm not gonna lie, I think Serpent's behind the wheel, at least for this round anyway. That should be death.
That is death right there. There's no way he's gonna mess up. There you go.
Hey, you say there's no way someone will mess up, someone will find a way to
Serpent going into like 3C super, you know?
Dude,
he's consistent. He's consistent.
We've seen consistent players drop things before. It's bracket. These things happen.
Yes, but also as a commentator, you have to say there's no way every now and then, just because like it will happen. You have to curse people.
Being wrong is pretty entertaining as a commentator.
Exactly.
But you have to be wrong like in the correct way. You can't just be like, you can't just misinform. You can be like, this person is like really consistent, so this should happen this way. Smile, wink, wink,
Smile.
and then like,
beef half. Very low to ground, so he was unable to get anything off. Nice, that's gonna
that is not a 2C that I would go for here. Yeah, that's gonna leave him dying. Yeah, there's certain times where I feel like sometimes Kagura's can fall into like the pitfall of using 2C a little bit too much, because like the range outside of like the range between 2B and 5C is so great.
Yes.
And 5C rather, if I misspoke there. So there are times where like I'll just stick out like a 2C or like a C normal, and then it doesn't end up applying to that situation. So there's
that's
cases
definitely a case with Kagura where he has this range that is just like this weird sort of in-between zone between where his B buttons hit and his C buttons will hit, and that's kind of where Ragnar wants. That's kind of where Ragnar wants to be generally as well. It's just kind of a bad time.
the Ragnar 5B and 5C literally slot into that so
yes.
well. Big hit here for Serpent. This should lead to a ton of damage right now.
Yes. Boom, boom, DP.
The guy ain't dead, but let's just say in the next, like, instant overhead, probably will let Serpent take it. Oh no! Trying to go a little too far.
Oh, that's very unfortunate.
OD, but Kagura OD, not really known for any crazy pressure sequences.
Well, except for that, you know? 6BD.
Not even that. That's just...
It's 6BD. Nobody blocks 6BD, man.
Yeah, it's weird, because 2DA in theory... 2DA,
2DA,
technically,
that's
like...
the one, not 6BD. What the heck am I saying?
I don't know. You might be thinking of some other thing. I don't know.
Sure.
2DA has a lot of startup due to, like, he has to go into stance, and then it's the startup of the move. But people will get, like, crushed by that, like, a lot.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's like, I mean, look at it. It just happens, and then you get hit. That's just the way the world works.
Kinda. Either way, Serpent now in the lead game-wise.
Yep. And worth remembering, this is not losers finals. So this is still a 2 out of 3. So Play Guy he doesn't get to lose another game.
At this point, he has to just march forward on the Ragnar. Not that you would expect any other character to come out from him. Counter hit JC connects. The burst comes out from Play Guy, and I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, the instant block and the punish on the Hell's Fang. Very nice.
Alright, this should be a start for Play Guy to get the JC here. Kagura in the corner. But 100 meter, a flash kick, and or a potential overdrive. Not optional.
And that's the fastest super in the game. Oh, doesn't manage to get a combo there. Very unfortunate, but he will get a combo here.
I forget, is window 3 frames or 4 frames?
3 frames? Yes.
Because I know Snake Kick, of course, is 4 frames.
It might be 4 frames. It might be 3 plus 1, you know?
Either way, it's extremely fast.
Yes, it's one of the fastest move in the game.
Yeah.
Instant block.
Just up actually, not really trying to do too much here.
Yep. Well, that's the thing. Kagura, most of the time when Kagura manages to get that hit, it's because you gave it to him.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as Tager, but, like, you don't want to be going too ham on Kagura because he will kill you for it.
Yeah.
That 5-8, trading with JC again.
And right now, Play Guy is just kind of settling, is just kind of, like, keeping himself at a very ideal range for this matchup, where you can clearly see that, like, a lot of Serpent's responses either get stuffed, or Play Guy just kind of, like, enforces his, like, presence. And Serpent just backs off.
Dead.
Very much so. And alright, for loser semifinals here, we are at 1-1. This next game is going to determine who fights against BananaKen in the losers finals.
Yeah. But, you know, I feel like either of these players could beat BananaKen.
You know,
But it's
we might get an upset.
it's difficult. It'll be difficult for either of them, but I see the vision.
Yeah, it's possible. Ooh, TRM, very nice. Boom, nice little combo, send him to the corner. Just wake up to it, you know?
One thing that we haven't seen very much, which is very unusual for like people up against Kagura, we've not seen a lot of overdrives on stance cancels or like stance pressure.
So, Serpent himself is quite good about doing stance into nothing pretty frequently, and that basically means if he does that and you try to OD it, well, you just wasted your burst.
Yeah. I mean, that's an option. You could ODOS, or you could just kind of like throw out a button, because it's normally like one of the very common no cancel, like stance no cancel normals.
Oh, that almost killed! That could have been the smartest thing ever. Because the idea with cross-up DP is, you know, you need meter for it, right? So Ragnar's not going to do it if he doesn't have meter, but if it kills, you don't need meter.
Pretty much.
So that was almost I'll just do it because it'll kill situation.
So he guys backed themselves into the corner, he gets out of there. He didn't really need a burst for positioning there.
Okay, alright.
He still would have had the, I'm not gonna lie, if he didn't burst, he still would have had, like, a solid position, because Kagura is gonna have a hard time, like, keeping him locked down, and, like, he would have had that resource available to just, like, OD through, like, the string.
Worth saying right now, the Play Guy's win condition might not even be to kill Serpent. Never mind. I was gonna bring up that there was, like, 20 seconds on the clock, and all he had to do was just not interact. Unfortunate.
Because in these situations, Play Guy is committing very hard to air movement, so Serpent just keeps throwing out stuff like 5 DC and B flash kick, and because like he makes contact with Ragnar because he's in the air, he doesn't really get punished for it. So then like you were throwing out these B flashes, and like especially if a 5 DC connects, like somebody's eating damage, dude.
Yes, sir. Oh, there's that DP. Very nice. Don't respect that. Not a real safe gun, I think. Ruka showed it to me.
Can't recall off the top of my head. Flash kicks right there in response to the safe jump. Play Guy ends up getting a counter J.
Oh, and that kills.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. After that first round, I was feeling like Play Guy coin was a bit low, but now it's going back to the moon.
Dude, the line went up this time. JC ends up connecting. Another trade off of that JC 5A interaction that you pointed out so frequently. It's been really helpful for Serpent to kind of like maintain his position and get Ragnar to back off.
Oh, that was almost very dire.
Thank God for the spacing there, because otherwise, yeah, that was going to be a situation.
Oh, counter hit on that move too. Oh, and that's going to do so much damage. Let's go. Send him to the other corner. Gets
Not
that
going to
super
quite
jump.
do that, but solid. Okay. Good positioning. As long as he's at mid-screen, like, kind of, like, in the driver's seat, I think Play Guy's going to be okay. Good block on the 6B from Serpent, but the 6D fatal.
That's it. So long as he has the confirm, that's it. He does not have the confirm.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to kill off this one. Just go for the... Oh, okay. Gets the burst out of Serpent. A robbery is very much so feasible, but this last interaction will determine who ends up moving forward in this bracket here today.
So currently both players are one touch from death.
Basically, good block on the 2DA. That's the first time that he's blocked it all set.
Oh,
Another
nice.
2DA blocked.
Oh, he's doing so good. Oh, that whiff on the blood scythe, that could have been fatal.
Yeah.
There you go. Chip damage. Ragnar has the second highest chip damage in the game after Mr. Amain.
I always forget about the chip on like drive normals and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
Ragnar gets a lot of it, so it's worth doing those buttons, and it's worth forcing the other person to use all of that barrier on keeping themselves alive.
For sure. All right, well that means that our next set is gonna be BananaKen versus Play Guy. Now, let's double check on BananaKen's path here. He did send Play Guy off to losers in the first place during winner semis. And that was a pretty close set overall, I would say. So, I am curious to see how the rest of this will play out. In the meantime, if you guys are, you know, just kind of bored and waiting, why not put in a code for the Matcherino? It's a very simple process to log in. You hit a little, you can hit a little contribute button if you want to, but really you just hit the claim code. It's a very simple process. It helps the players and it also helps the TO. So please do that because it's awesome.
Press the Matcherino. You want to press the Matcherino.
You're going to give your TOs and players money for entertaining you tonight. Ooh.
They need to be able to buy all of the KOF 15 DLC, so you're gonna give them money.
You can play KOF at the weeklies and monthlies. Ooh. All right, and losers finals.
Losers finals: BananaKen versus Play Guy. Last time this happened, BananaKen beat him up. So let's see what happens here. Maybe Play Guy will beat him up, you know? Who knows? Maybe Play Guy has truly played, and now he's the guy.
Oh. He got played. He got played all right.
Yeah, he was not the player. Today he was the one who played.
Yeah, you are literally dying off, by the way.
Yeah, you are super dead. Yeah.
Wow. Looking at Ragnar's health just deplete is so jarring.
It's you ever fight an Amane with level 3 drill and you block it without barrier? Yeah, that's what that feels like just now. Just deleted. Nice TP. Nice. Boom, boom. This will be a nice 3.8. Yes.
I'm running in.
Nice block on the overhead. But couldn't block Gauntlet Hades, which is, you know, normal.
That's how these things go sometimes. But BananaKen with overdrive and passively gaining that meter, he woke up the way to be.
Well, I mean, people are so scared of Super Ball, right?
Yes. I am surprised that we have... I wonder if that was supposed to be either Super Bowl or TK Super Bowl. Because normally, if BananaKen smells that you're afraid of Super Bowl and he, wants to RPS an option, one thing that he likes to do is go for TK Super Bowl because the recovery is much shorter.
As things are. But I feel like he might have just been going... I'm not even going to risk it for the risk it. I'm just gonna press 2B. I'm not even going to risk it. I'm just going to risk it. Oh,
I don't want to
nice
risk it that way.
Nice match round.
Alright. Play Guys, active flow ends, but both players are around even, honestly, in overdrive.
Nice block. I don't even know which direction that was.
I think I saw Ragnar, look on the other side, but then he just, is holding down that.
He, phased through reality. And, oh!
That was not quite there for the Super Bowl setup. That could have actually been a death situation if Play Guy, if he has the right combo, throw an OV kill. Speaking of which, you can just Astro. Okay, never mind. You just do your thing. Do your thing. Get your kill. Get your kill.
Just do the easy one. The combo that kills is the most optimal.
All right. Once again, guys, we're back to 3 out of 5 for this. So. We've got a lot of time to for these players to get cozied up to one another and their habits. 5V gets interrupted by the 2B low profile.
Very nice.
Okay, connects. We've got Neil. Let's see what Oki BananaKen opts to go for. He's stuck at mid-screen, so it's not going to be much. Fails to catch the roll with the 2A, but that's all right. Graviton is primed and ready to pop. Despite getting moved backwards, 5B, the GOAT of all GOAT 5Bs, still connects. But the 6C for the low crush against Ragnar 2B.
It's so much damage. That wasn't even a counter hit.
He's dead off this reset too.
No, he's not, because he blocked it. But now he's dead because he didn't block the 5A.
Oh yeah. He teleported and then waited a picosecond and then just hit 5A and it landed and I was like, oh.
That's the I forgot how to use words. It's late. Alright.
Dude, you know how it goes, man. Word usage kind of decreases with time. That's what I learned in school.
It was the frame trap. There you go. Besides
Early burst coming out from Play Guy.
Oh, and the spaced 6B.
Yeah, that one hit that far.
Well, 6B's got range of...
You're dead.
Yeah, you are
Welcome
in the air.
to
That means
the-
you cannot carnage Cizo.
Welcome to the You're Dead news, where you're dead. Oh my gosh, we're so dead.
Congratulations, everyone, and welcome to the news. You're dead.
Dude. That reminds me of okay, that reminds me of a real-time fan dub thing, but I'll talk about it some other time.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, man. Black hole. BananaKen doesn't opt for it like all the time, but Kokonoe definitely has a couple of like black hole situations where it's like very much so checkmate and good to use to close out rounds.
Yep. Like, it's not as good as it used to be in, like, CP1, but it's still really good.
Yes.
If it kills, you know? Very nice. Those instant blocks, though.
Yeah. Play Guy's gonna have to vary up his staggers or something if he wants to catch the IB input from BananaKen at this point.
Go. He recognizes he had that JC starter, he had that 2B in there too, you can't go with the 5B5C. Yeah, that's not a real safe jump against most reversals. Not all of them, but most of them.
So this is not gonna look good for Play Guy. This is one mix into death. You better guess for round. Unless.
No, he's
doesn't get the meter for
49
it.
Doesn't get
Yeah. Combo priority too
yeah.
much, so each individual hit did not give the ticks needed to get over there. By the way, did you know that in BB you can gain like a decimal amount of meter?
Yes.
Stop knowing things, bro.
Did you know that in CT only 5 characters had astrals?
You said, did you know in CT, and I knew something like messed up was gonna come out. So I'm not gonna lie to you.
Did you know Akuman's astral was a 1080 input? Alright.
Dude, how
Nice
this
little
game
comp.
got sequels is, to this day, beyond me.
CT, look, it's because CT Arakune was just so much fun that people wanted to play him more. Alright, so here we go.
Another Gauntlet Hades for the mines.
That kills? Very easy. Let's go. Goes for the easy gauntlet.
Now we're 1-1, both in rounds and in number of games taken so far. Play Guy with a slight advantage in the overdrive, but it's
Nice
not going to be
block on
as
the
much of a
overdrive.
factor. So. Initial hit here coming in from BananaKen. And at this point, again, these next 2 hits could completely determine the rest of this game. EA, however, coming out from Play Guy.
And Play Guy deciding for the safe option there, which is just, I'm gonna press the EA, I'm not gonna hope that he holds the CT charge, I'm just gonna go for it. Man, I really like Play Guy's pressure. That's just solid stuff right there.
This man did 5B, 5C, run up 5B, 5C like 3 times.
Nah, he did it twice, and then he did 5B Dead Spark.
Oh, that's fair, actually.
The funniest thing is that the last 5B actually hit, so if he did do 5B, 5C, he could have done
It would have,
4B.
yeah, confirmed. Ooh, danger state right now for Play Guy. He's got to do something.
This is fine, this is fine. Oh, this is not first.
Yeah, this is an awkward situation now. You know this
Very
is going to be
awkward.
like a Super Bowl or something stupid.
Oh, he
like
just mashed 2A. What a god. He's actually godlike.
that is lord-like behavior.
We out here mashing, but you know what? It works. So, you know what? It worked, so it wasn't mashing, it was a barre.
God. I'm so sorry. That line feels like almost ripped word for word from something Spooky would say.
It really is. Me and Spooky have very similar energy, and most of you
It's-
say that that's unfortunate, but I don't think it is.
I know that you don't think that's unfortunate.
Go. Oh, nice. Just goes for the low there. Does not get the confirm after the JCJD.
Yeah, I guess it was too low to the ground, so he wasn't like confident in going for the Gauntlet Hades like air
Or trying to go
configuration.
for the super jump JA afterwards. Like
Yeah.
there's just he hesitated.
Oh,
Oh,
there it
their
is.
the graviton release.
Just the classic, really. You know, you push an opponent faster, so they end up engaging with you at a different range than they were expecting.
And the super does not kill.
Surprising.
The DP, he believed too much. It's okay, I would have believed too much too.
I'm not gonna lie, that DP is a-okay, because in that kind of situation, it's like, whatever.
Yeah, you have to hold, because if you start blocking the flame wheel, it does chip damage, right?
Yes, it does chip.
You're just gonna get so much of your barrier drained.
Yeah. BananaKen opting for air stall sequence that works handily in his favor.
Go. Oh yeah, that setting the graviton is so fast. You like see her set the graviton, you're like, I'm gonna press a button.
Honestly, at that point, if I'm play guy and I still want to like kind of deal with, you know, like try to enforce some form of RPS with like graviton being set during pressure, I'm just mashing 5A at this point. Because at this point,
the DP, let's go! Oh my god, this is so much damage. You fool. You dared to backdash?
it's a decent amount of life still off of this. They're almost even, but BananaKen scrolls their way out of the corner here. No follow-up after the 3C. Air throw does get teched, yeah.
Oh, and that's it.
That should be it for the round here. Play guy is moving on to set point here against BananaKen in losers finals.
I told you I believed in the play guy. Let's go. Beat him up. I say that and he's getting beat up already. Come on, play guy.
Yeah. Well, we've seen a few like rounds go like this, right? Normally, play guy just kind of opts for a bro.
That was never filthy disgusting.
This game is
It's Joker. Oh, never mind. No, I believe.
Are you
No.
sure? Because I don't believe. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what?
I'm a heretic, dude. I'm a heretic.
Oh
I'm a
my God.
filthy,
Yeah, you know what?
dirty little pagan that ended up being correct about God's lack of presence in this world because of literally all of that.
This is what happens when you believe. Never believe. I'm going back to not believing.
My lack of faith has truly gotten me far in this life.
Man, he really. What? Ham boned? What does that even mean?
If you never ham-boning? Do you not know what that? You know what ham-boning is. You've seen ham-boning. You probably just don't have the word.
Oh,
You remember the regular show like episode where they do like ham-boning?
I've never watched the regular show.
You would like that show.
I don't know when that came out.
You are definitely old enough to still appreciate that show.
100%. Anyway, play guys.
Anyway, yeah,
Fuck your mind.
BananaKen's, Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you can't narrate a man's death because it's just like, wow. What am I supposed to say? BananaKen got like 3 hits. He like mixed the crap out of Play Guy, and Play Guy like crumpled up like a piece of paper.
Play guy's just dead.
Like that man just died. Oh,
like-
up back JC, devious.
It's the kind of thing where the amount of dying going on is just like, damn, he's dead now. Okay, well, what's happening this round? Well, he's not dead yet.
And then he died. Look at him.
No,
Not
he's fine,
dead
he's
yet.
fine.
He's blocking a lot. He's in danger state, actually. I'm shocked that BananaKen has not done, like, button 5C CT, but he's probably, like, anxious about, like...
Oh, the J... The 2A... Oh, there it is, yeah.
Has been low profiling.
Oh, this is going to be Hell's Fang starter. That means you get to actually... No, that's not... You could have been doing 4K, my brother.
Okay, standard after standard ender. We empty jump and then get mashed on, sadly. And now we're in a dangerous situation. And the next hit, we could very well be...
No. We're not in the danger state anymore. Nice block. Nice block. Okay, let you
We're
go.
still in a state of danger.
Yes. No, he's not dead.
Kill off this.
Yep.
Not gonna be able to get any drive for this. BananaKen at set point here pops the OD himself. This is looking really close. Counter assault is likely, but the DP connects. TK's super fireball. He's not gonna be able to get a punish on there. The Play Guy puts themselves in danger state from the DP RC barrier flash, and this is looking really rough. Empty jump below after the Gauntlet Hades RC.
Oh, I told you about that post RC Gauntlet Hades. It's when you RC after Gauntlet Hades. That's where the real mix is. Let's go.
Oh my god, GB round start with some BananaKen, but the JA follow-up does. Now, let's see what we get from its Greenoki throw.
Yeah, just raw throw. Sometimes you got it.
Alright, this should be Play Guy in the corner. And now all BananaKen wants to do here, extract the burst or just kill the Ragnar. But a
Nice DP.
pro tag in his DP if I've ever seen you.
Oh, that 5C counter hit could have been fatal.
He could have atomized
Oh, that's-
Kokonoi. That is such a strange interaction to get that hit there. BananaKen now on the back foot, but plenty of resources for reversal options here.
Oh,
JB ends up connecting. Burst from Play Guy. He wants to take this. OD comes out from BananaKen. Super Fireball. Run up throw. It TRMs. This is going to be enough time in order to drag out the rest of this overdrive. Now, it all lands on this last final hit. Can
Check
Play
this
Guy
out.
get it? Catches
Check
the
this out.
delay check. Goes into Super, and BananaKen is sent away from the tournament by Play Guy, who punches his ticket into Grand Finals.
Oh my god. I feel like every time Play Guy wins a set, at some point someone is just not going to tech and he's going to press 2B, 5B, 5D, Super, and it's going to win the game. It happens at least once per set. Oh my god. It keeps happening. It just keeps happening.
Bro, somebody put 7K in channel points on BananaKen. I want you to know that you are so lucky that you're the only person that bet. But if you lost your money for this, I'm laughing a lot. Like, I'm laughing by myself. I'm laughing to the bank. All right, I'm gonna throw up this other prediction. Nachos, please entertain the stream while I type in things.
Hey guys, for our grand finals, we're gonna get some real action. We're gonna be getting like 2 people who know how to play the game. I think the name's game is Blue Blaze, but these guys are great. You got the Fuzzama. His name's funny because you got the fuzzy in there. But he plays a guy who's not really very fuzzy. Like Hazama's dressed pretty clean and he shaves. Like that's kind of whack. And then you got the Play Guy, and like holy moly, this guy's name is Play Guy. That means you know that he like plays the game, and he might like even like Play-Doh, and that's cool. You know, he's in touch with his inner child. You got to be like that. So we're gonna get some pretty good stuff. We got BananaKen is rating with a party of 39. Dang, dude.
Okay, I'm back.
He's
We appreciate the raid, BananaKen. Thank you so much for raiding, and thank you so much for popping in for our bracket today. We appreciate you. We appreciate you pulling up, man. Always a good time. So thank you very much for pulling up.
Yep. And good stuff, man.
Yeah, really, really good showings there. Each of those was like a nail biter, frankly.
They really were. I stopped believing in Play Guy a few times.
I did too.
It's alright.
It's
In the
okay.
end, our disbelief is what powered him.
Yes. So now here we are. It's a Boston Blue Beat Weekly. Our grand finals is Fuzzama in winner side versus Play Guy in loser side. A tale as old as time for a Boston Blue Beat bracket, a Ragna player versus a Snake.
Yes.
Shocking absolutely no one.
Shocking absolutely no one. Ragna's out here fighting either Susan or Hazama or DGF. And it's always happening.
We've been at this for what, 2-3 years now with this kind of iteration of BBBO, and hey man, some things they don't change, and that is what it is. But these two players have been up and coming for quite a while now, and it's always exciting to see them play, grow, and change like before us, as we see in the brackets, either in the middle of a bracket or, you know, kind of in between these tournaments. So with that being said, this one's gonna be a doozy. I know it.
It's gonna be like the end of the CS story where Ragnar runs up and Hazama's just there like, now it's the end of the world and we get to fight, and it's that song plays and then they have a good old tussle. It's just like what's gonna happen here, because there was like a winner's bracket and a loser's bracket in there too, and Ragnar was in the loser's bracket and he had to win against him twice. So it's just how it's gonna work out.
By the way, we're good to go. You guys can play the set.
you
Don't
guys-
worry about it. You guys can just go on ahead.
You guys can play. It's like 11. We all gotta go to bed now.
Bro, I have a job.
Yeah, I also have a job, but I'm not gonna yell it like you did because I don't know how soundproof my place is.
That's fair, actually.
Yeah, you know.
So, dude, I know that if and when I move out, like, that's gonna be a conversation to be had with, like, roommates. Just being like, dude, like, your voice is being heard by other people and we're getting complaints. Like, what's going on?
It's fine. If I heard Toledo inside of my walls, I would just be like, what a pleasant lullaby for me to go to bed to.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so
Toledo
just
ASMR.
just so that you guys know, I did put in do the bets. I can delete it and then just do another one. Yeah, I'll run another prediction. Don't worry, guys. So I'm gonna start another prediction, the same thing. So it'll be who wins grands. So this will include the entire thing, so not just the reset. So I don't think it's confusing. Throw it up for 2 minutes here. All right.
Prediction. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start betting.
Okay. Don't tell me what you bet on.
Okay. I'm not gonna tell you what I bet on.
Sensation.
I'm not gonna tell you that I bet on Spooky Blast.
Oh my god.
Is
In a
that
shocking turn of events.
Is that Spooky Blast with a folding chair?
Oh my god. Alright, now Fuzzama's here. Okay, we can go and do the thing. This man's. I meant to bet on myself. Did you bet on somebody?
I meant to
my
bet on
God.
myself.
How do you fumble that?
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. He didn't.
Stop. No.
He didn't block the left right.
These players are too busy in Twitch chat that they're just like mixing themselves. Terrible.
Fuzzama definitely the kind of player to be putting posts in Twitch chat in between rounds, like all tabbing real quick.
Oh, man. Okay, here we are. It's going to be Ragnar versus Fuzzama for
Yep.
the lion's share of over $100 here, which you can increase with Maturino.
Yeah, you can increase in the Maturino. There was this dude who put in $100 because he's amazing. It's like Brian or something. Brian play. Super cool dude. Probably really handsome. Just really appreciate him as an existence.
Perhaps.
Oh, 5B counter hit. Crouching confirm. Drops the combo.
And man, that's unfortunate. And that's all I have to say. JC ends up connecting, however. Play guy
Very
managing
nice.
to find another hit here.
Send him
should
to the
just-
corner.
Yeah, corner pressure here right now. Standard 2A, the scariest thing in all of existence.
Love doing 2A to someone and they just tell me I have no idea how to
Dude,
exist now.
Ragnar runs up, hits 2A. Ragnar doing dash up 2A from like low, mid to high level play is the funniest thing ever.
It
Because
really
at low level play, you're like, okay, whatever. Like my opponent just mashed. Like, why did I get hit? And then at mid level, you're like, what's going on?
What is happening to me right now? Alright, so this kills.
Yeah, this goes. And then at like high level, it's just like, it's like, oh, okay, like whatever, he did this, the 6D. And you're like, oh, God.
It's fine, because you put the throw, because it's high level, so you put in the throw OS instead of just trying to raw throw, and you didn't die for your sins.
And you probably IBB'd him like 30 million miles away.
Yeah.
I swear to God, you can freaking like IBB. In this game, IBB is so powerful, you could send someone back to immigration. That's how crazy it is, dude. I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro. I feel like I just got like deported through like you just holding 2 buttons and tapping within a 3-frame window. Jesus Christ, Fuzzama is dying!
Dude, Play Guy is acting like he's got Beta Dude in there. He's got those whiff 5As into TRMs and everything. He's doing everything super properly. Like, next thing you know, he's gonna start putting water in his cereal.
What?
That's a Beta Dude moment, don't worry about it.
And sometimes we need to...
Oh, the 5A! What a gun.
Oh, that is tragic. That is
That
actually tragic.
was very solid on Play Guy, though. Going for the, like, safe stuff.
That confirm was like legitimately unfortunate for Fuzzama for Play Guy to be just a little too high up there.
Yo, Play Guy kind of being, like, super in charge right now.
He definitely is setting the tone for the set so far, but we'll have to see how this kind of shifts over time. With these players, you never know. We've had near, like, reverse 3-0s already, so...
Here we go, get the hit. There you go, just press 5B and get him.
Jesus, yeah. Man, it is so difficult to backdash Ragnar exclusively. I feel like almost exclusively because of 5B and 5C.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
both the range and active frames will catch you trying to backdash in so many scenarios.
Well, 5C a little less because it's a little slower, but like Ragna is 100% one of the few characters that Murakumo units and Arakune, they can't just backdash for free. Because you can just 2A 5B every time.
And you just micro dash and you're like, oh wow, like, here I am.
Doing everything I can.
Once again. Okay.
I'm what I am. Singing I'm a Superman. Like Plague.
Oh, J2C ends up connecting here, but no dice on the confirm.
Once again, the crouching hits over here. And this one is corner as well. We're going for that 4K. Let's go.
Good heal play guy up to near full. Speaking of which, now he's just going to be at straight up
he's
full after this control.
Yeah.
Working on what is going to be a pretty solid Ragnar Perfect right now. Any big hit into an OD should be able to get it done, but braid into 2B from Fuzzama ends up getting him out of the corner. OD comes out from him as well. The lifesteal is going to get him just a little bit ahead. In fact, at this point, like a regular B&B from Play Guy might not do it. Or like a 5A
so long as it's anything more complicated than 5B, 5C Hell's Fang, it'll kill.
Okay. Actually, yeah, OD is available.
Yeah.
Speaking of which.
Boom. Just don't mess up.
And you spoke with the air too soon.
I told him not to do it.
That was weird. I saw Fuzzama. Oh,
You're dead.
I do not know how 6B fatal
He
works.
has 50 more meter. He's dead. Boom. Throw. Super. 5.2.
That's real awkward.
Yeah, that's really awkward.
Mashing buttons and that Fuzzama 6B fataled, and Fuzzama has the confirm for that situation.
Well, it's one of those buttons, kind of like Ragna 2C, where a counter hit has so much hits done that, like, you have time to be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's one thing I really do like about this game. The combos are, like, very modular, so once you, like, kind of know what... Ooh.
Speaking of modular, it's not the optimal thing you want to do there, but it's fine. No, he's got this.
Okay,
He's
that one
actually-
you said, that time you said it like a freaking, what's it called? Oh my god, you said it like the worst, like, card shop stereotype, like, that was really optimal there, but,
yeah, that wasn't really optimal.
it's fine for the situation, I guess.
It's fine for the situation. I mean, I guess you got the knockdown, right? Oh, he slid into his DMs.
I guess you got card damage, so it's whatever.
He just wiggled his way into the DMs. Your Play Guy's kind of cracked right now.
Yo, he's really cracked. I'm not gonna lie, like, he's kind of gaming. Thank God I sit this T, because otherwise, like, I'd be running on fumes. But like, wow, he's actually gonna just reset this bracket. Like,
I mean, I'm running on fumes. I'm gonna, as soon as this is done, as soon as Play Guy's done speed running, which of course I've just cursed him right now. But once he's done, I'm just gonna go to bed.
dude, if we see 3 timeouts in a row, I will cry myself to sleep tonight. But yeah, that's why you got to go for the T-Tech for online brackets, which is broken, dude.
I mean, like I had so much caffeine today.
Oh well, yeah, that's how it goes, dude. Never mind, then. I just be taking naps sometimes, and then I'll like drink tea on the occasion to like stay alive.
I got you. But I'm solid. Like make a whole pot of coffee for myself in the morning.
I see. Crouching and confirm ends up connecting over here.
Play Guy's awake right now.
Yeah, that's fair. I genuinely, my brain like wanted to like give it like a rating number for that joke, and then I just didn't come up with like a funny way to describe it.
Don't worry about
me
it.
run up throat.
That could have been so fatal. But whenever you get that 5B and 5C just doesn't hit high enough, it's so awkward.
Yeah, this man Play Guy literally was just like, you're about to hit the craziest 3C of my life, and I'm just gonna jump.
Yep. Just
He
fuzzy
jumps.
jump Lamau.
He jumped so early on that too, and Fuzz was like, I will now 3C, and you are already in, like, Argentina. Wow.
Where the other good Ragnar players are.
I don't know, maybe they're in Chile or something.
No, the blue is Brazilian.
I think it's Brazil.
Yeah, it's Brazilian, which is not Argentina.
Yes.
Nice 2A confirm.
Yeah, that was for an air hit.
Yeah, Air 2A, 2A 5B. Good for good stuff. Ooh, that yes, it goes for the
Mash
gold,
on chain offense. Alright, and this should be looking pretty good. At this point, it will take literally like 2 hits for Play Guy to pack up Fuzzama. Fuzz is now likely going to end up going for an aggressive overdrive on the next hit, just to like maintain like a decent health.
Also to get some health back, because right now any hit that he does, like 5B5C health spam. Oh, yeah, thanks. You're done.
Oh, you're dead. You are dead. You're so dead that it's not even funny. OD, super, reset bracket, let's carry on.
Let's go, Play Guy. Holy moly, he's playing. He's the guy tonight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this dude Play Guy is kind of like beating the brakes off Fuzzama, so I'm gonna need to see like a little bit of effort right now, because otherwise, like, you know, I might be getting sleep tonight.
Yo, he is breaking bricks right now.
I just want to say, we gotta cash out Fuzz because they won their bet. They bet on
Yeah.
that
Oh.
guy on the reset.
Do we want to cash out on the first set or no?
I always cash out on first set. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
You cashed out on the first set. I said who wins grands, dude.
They
Yeah,
just
come
won
on, man.
grands, bro.
No, I mean they have to win.
They won
grands
the
again.
first set.
They got,
Play
like,
Guys
they
on
won the-
loser side.
Yeah. That was grand finals reset. I'm just saying. You
All
gotta,
right,
you gotta rob these guys for what they're worth, bro.
that's crazy.
Look,
You know,
man,
you guys. Oh. Wow, that's crazy. You just walked in and said like, "Why aren't you extracting money from them, dude? Are you kidding me?"
Anyway, guys, remember to
should've-
come to Beach episode on July 15th.
You should sub to the channel, dude. Stop playing with us, bro. Ooh, there's an ad going on right now. Crap.
Yeah, good.
Alright, we'll wait a little
no,
bit.
there is no ad. Just play.
There's no ad. I just
There is an ad. Now there's an
Yeah.
ad on this screen. I meant
look,
like
we're
Twitch
going
ads.
to Beach
dude.
episode.
Oh, it's
and-
because I
and
opened up the channel another thing.
On
Crap.
July 14th, there's the weekly. On the 15th, there's the actual tournament, and then on 16th, we get to go to the beach. Isn't that crazy?
Pretty crazy, I
Anyway,
don't know why.
time for Grand Finals Part 2.
Yo, don't
Time
side
for
bet on the
part
beach.
two,
You might
bro.
not get your money back. I'm just saying.
Oh dang. Okay. Who wins grands? True finals is the new poll.
Grand
coming out.
Finals true.
Yes, dude. Did you already put out this poll? Okay, no, this is a different.
Don't worry about it. Alright. Oh, 3C hitting. Oh, what the? Play Guy? Come on, man. Make you wait here. Actions are currently happening.
And once again, Play Guy with the advantageous start to the set, despite popping first.
Yeah, but it's like popping the burst, but that was a weird situation.
That is
He dashed
insane.
forward too hard. He
Yeah.
dashed forward too hard.
It's
Nice.
the lack of autocorrection for me, because like in order to autocorrect on command normals like that, you do actually like hold the original direction. So like for example, Bullet can do a side swap where she does like a dash 6B and you just hold the direction that you were in when you were like dashing like, and she autocorrects. So I guess like Ragnar just didn't have enough time to like autocorrect.
Probably. Anyway, Fuzzama's dead.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Jesus Christ. Bro,
Yeah, what's going on?
what is going on?
Play Guy kind of cracked.
I mean, yeah, he is. Nightmare Edge, follow up. Are we gonna 2A? Oh no, we using 6D RPS. You are not jumping out of that corner, big man. Stay still!
Oh, I love Ragnar J at 5A so much.
Fuzz rolling himself in, unfortunately going to lead to a worse position right there. A couple of precise JAs from Play Guy in order to wall out some of that spacing there, but
Oh,
in
gets
the
hit
air
with
when
charge.
Fuzzama went into stance, yeah. That's the big thing, right? Like, sometimes, you know, you can fuzzy jump against Fuzzama a lot, but if you expended all of your What?
Yo, he just went for the lost sister there.
What?
Don't worry about it, brother. Oh my god, that was almost death. And there's the RC. Come on, dude, Gauntlet Hades again. Oh my god.
This man is doing actions. Jesus Christ.
He is,
Okay.
he is actioning right now. Instead of Play Guy, he should be Action Guy.
This is made infinitely worse because the JA placements are actually, like, really, really good.
Yes.
But it's just like it's like that like one diamond randomly strewn between like just the most strange interactions I've seen.
It is definitely... There's a lot of play being guide right now.
I don't think there's any guides here.
I think there's guy being played.
Someone's getting played, dude. I don't know which character it is at this point. I won't lie.
This is truly a society moment, though. I can say that one for sure.
Hazama's a society character, but he's getting beat up.
Yeah, well, that's why, because he's getting beat up, and that's why it's a society moment.
Dude, if he wins, you would have said the same thing. You're like, it's a society moment because he's fighting.
Yes, it's a society moment because either society beats your ass or society gets beaten.
I can't tell if this is like straight out of the Nihilism for Dummies book or like Hope for the New Generation.
Anyway.
The 2B does not end up connecting. I think the 2A might have actually.
Okay, so the timing is a little weird on 2B. It also depends on the characters a bit. Like,
yeah,
on Kokonoe, you were seeing it earlier. Oh, that was hit confirmed. You can see that because there was a bit of a delay between this between the overhead hitting and between the super. He hit confirmed that. No autopiloting anymore.
We are taking manual control of this set, and I'll be honest, Fuzzama's got to find some way in order to kind of get started and get comfortable. Because right now, it really does feel like Play Guy is just kind of like...
Oh, you're saying that, but Play Guy's losing this round right now.
Well...
Whoa, that was a rollback moment.
Yeah, I think that was likely like a bit of a drop right there in the package. Couldn't tell you for sure. J2C connects DP from Play Guy. He makes contact with absolutely nothing. You didn't jail into the... Oh, he didn't recognize the situation.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. He's winning. He's winning.
If I'm Play Guy, just getting the burst is enough for this round.
Yep. Oh, that could have been so dangerous.
Nice crouch under the chain, but the command grab connects.
Yeah, very nice, very nice, very nice.
So in that situation earlier, when Play Guy was in danger state, I don't think Fuzzama recognized that, because otherwise that would have been 5A, 5C, and because Play Guy can't barrier, that's a free air unblockable.
So 5C, it doesn't have that much horizontal range, does it? Would it have hit? Oh,
it doesn't, but I think he had the spacing for it. Even in like 5A, 5B, right? He could have done literally, he could have Gatlinged into like any air unblockable normal, and Play Guy would have been like, hit.
Nice confirm.
Oh my god. It's the delay in the 5As for me, right? Normally it's like quick 5As in the throw, but it was 5A wait, 5A wait throw. Oh my god, 2B Gauntlet Hades, this is it, man.
And that was in 2B Gauntlet Hades. That was 2B 3C Gauntlet Hades.
Oh, that was 3C Gauntlet Hades? I didn't even know.
Yeah, he went 2B 3C.
Jesus.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
5B ends up connecting here. And suddenly we're back to what feels like business as usual for this set. Play Guy's in the corner, Fuzzama's fighting for his life.
Yep. Or rather, Fuzzama's in the corner, and Play Guy's keeping him in the corner.
Yeah. Good 2A mash there from Fuzzama.
Very nice.
And I like the JBs. Play Guy's been very aware.
Back in the fucking corner. I can't bear this.
It took like 2 seconds to go.
Like the magic.
Couple of 2A. You fuzzy jumped on 2A, 2A. That's funny.
Just fuzzy jump, Lamau. Oh,
that was
so
OD. That was OD and a
OD.
half,
That
and
was an
there's
OD
like
and a
literally
half.
no other way to describe it.
Yeah.
That is a walking tragedy. When will Play Guy pop OD on a like big like startup normal? I do not know. But
OD?
either way,
Oh my goodness gracious! And there's
just do 5D after.
That's happening.
Oh
It's
my-
happening.
Why
It's
did
happening.
you?
It's
How did
happening.
you even route that?
He messed up 100%.
No, I know that. I mean Fuzzama. I don't know how that he routed that like confirm. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was really sick.
Too bad he's about to die.
Oh man, you know that the other person is expecting you to RC the set in the first hit of Gauntlet Hades when they're still blocking high and they block the follow up.
Yeah, I can't tell
Oh,
these
God.
2As after I'm like post chain follow-ups. I've been mauling Fuzzama.
He's really on top of it. He's got that post chain clarity.
Yeah, he's been doing.
What's up?
I'm sorry, you caught me off guard with that one, but it does make sense because Hazama's will use chains, and then afterwards they're like, "What do I do with my life?"
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you used your movement options. You now super jump or sit there.
Hazamas with 0 chains are like, man, what the fuck?
Hazama, they literally are trying to go to like not the job center. What is it? They literally like pick up a consulting job. They got to figure out what they need life management advice. They need a life coach. That's what it is.
They use both their chains and then they gotta go to the career center.
Dude,
Oh, but yo, Fuzzama's kinda.
I mean, he's still gaming, right?
Yeah,
It's
he's
not
gaming.
like the set count and the overall tone of the set has been very much so Play Guy favored, but that is like
Oh,
not
man.
without saying that Fuzzama like has a he's been putting up a fight.
Yeah.
It's just that overwhelmingly so the results in aggregate of their interactions is in Play Guy's favor.
Yeah.
Which is to say, Fuzzama's still winning interactions here and there, but Play Guy's overall winning a lot more. All right, now, are you gonna click OD or are you gonna guard first?
There's the OD.
And Play Guy plays.
Super snake kick.
This is
Oh,
really.
I'm gonna hit you with my double super attack. Take this.
I actually love this super. I won't lie. It's super.
Yeah, it's
cool
actually
to me.
sick. I like the overdrive version too. It's so sick.
OD version is sick.
Yeah.
Rebel 2. Action.
There we go. The round start we've all become so familiar with, where a Play Guy does a super jump forward.
Fuzzama shockingly backing up at around start as Fuzzama. Alright, now trying to deal with the 60 RPS, caught by the 3C. Likely a slight delay in there, or Fuzzama's worried about the Gauntlet Hades. But I'll be honest, Play Guy's been relying on Gauntlet Hades primarily when he has the meter to RC for continued nicks. Oh my god. OD?
That's the safe way to do it, and you build so much meter on the offense.
Yeah.
That, like... Gauntlet Hades is punishable, you know? Just don't use it until you have meter.
Yeah.
And then the
But-
one time that you do use it with no meter, the other guy doesn't expect it, because you've, like, flowcharted your game plan in such a way. But you're not
Yeah, that's the
flowcharting.
big thing. Right. You have to have that structure to say, like, okay, like, at a certain point, I have to take that risk, otherwise my opponent will have the situational awareness to recognize, like, when I like to do this option. And I have to be able to present it in, like, different places to keep them on their toes. Fuzzy jump caught by the 5C right there, but Play Guy not really holding firm in the positioning, which allows Fuzzama a chance to get a hit in like this. Start his pressure now. Suddenly, the barrier gauge for Play Guy is very low. Command grab ends up connecting. This should be about 2.5k damage. Live is nearly 3k.
Oh, nice stance cancels, actually.
So far, things
go.
are looking pretty up for Fuzzama, forcing the burst out of Play Guy so good. This means that these late game situations are not going to be predicated on, oh, I got a hit at last minute and now you're dead. Fuzzama not likely going to burst. We're probably going to see like a wake up. If they get tagged on their wake up, it's going to be a burst.
Yeah, one second. There you go. Let's go, gaming. Does he have the optimal? He does not. It's fine. The
Now
optimal
all
would
it is
kill.
just a guess for game situation. Wake up 214B. What?
Yo, it's a super snake kick. You're so dead.
How do you get that? There's literally no justification. What?
You are so dead. Yeah. Look, sometimes you just have to believe in yourself.
No, I refuse. There's no way that you do wake up 214B in this scenario. Snake kick is a 236 input. You have no other reversal option that does like a 214B input. So how in the world did you get that if you weren't going for like 2B on wake up or something like that?
Maybe he's just godlike.
I don't know about all that, but that was a decision. And I don't know like how to describe it further than that.
But here's where the Fuzzama sweep starts.
Are you sure?
You know, all fatal.
Are you sure?
That wasn't optimal.
Bro, you can't respond to that with that was.
Yeah, I can do anything I want, man.
I mean, yeah, okay, whatever, dude. You're like a whole person with like, you know, object permanence and all that, like, you know, permanent stat buffs. But damn, dude, should you?
No. Play guy, if you're watching this after the tournament, I'm 100% just kind of playful ribbing. You're doing great. Fuck him up.
Oh yeah, you're not beating Weirdo. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. 6B is plus, but we DP.
Yeah, but we DP those. We DP those. That's
So
the thing.
true.
Sometimes plus frames. Oh, nice block. Sometimes plus frames are just like signifier lights for when you want to be DPing. You know?
I mean, yeah, he also had 100 meters, so it was
Yeah, there
literally
you
a
go.
whatever thing to do. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, this might just be a Fuzzama reverse sweep.
Yeah, Fuzzama reverse sweep? Is it happening?
I'm not putting in my faith in it yet. Like, I'm not like investing in it, but I'm just saying, like, you might have it. You might have it.
Right, perhaps. Perhaps.
A couple of special cancels off the chains here. Very useful way of like maintaining like a position far away from an opponent while like conserving on the chain usage.
This fuzzy jump Lamau, very nice. Gets that reverse jump.
Fuzzama does not want to sit on the ground with the amount of super jump like chain movement I've seen from him right now. Naruto beat it out. Normally Jamaican hitbox like kind of like stuffs out a lot of air-to-air attempts, and the counter hit is very good for Fuzzama. So that was
Jamaican actually got a really big hurt box to the point where like if Ragna is pressing 5B and Jamaican happens, it loses to 5B.
interesting.
Yeah, and Fuzzama's dead. There you go. Fuzzama sweep maybe not happening.
I have no idea. Right now, Play Guy's at set point. Fuzzama has to take this next game in order to stay alive in this Grand Finals reset here for BostonBlueBeat online weeklies. 5A connects, and this is definitely how you wanted to get it started as Fuzzama. Not quite there with the drop, but should be okay. Backdash cop on the 2A.
Yeah, just get those hits. Little hits, wins the race.
And honestly, like, a lot of these interactions are like small moments where like Fuzzama happens to crouch out like a 5A attempt from Play Guy, like covering space from chains.
And once again, Fuzzama in the corner. Fuzzama, you barely lost life. What are you doing here?
Players exchanging positionings at this point. For the best for Play Guy, but most certainly for the worst for Fuzzama. This is where he's been disadvantaged at the most, which makes sense given his character. Not a ton of defensive options besides system mechanics. Throw gets whiffed, and that should be...
Dead.
That's a game. That's a game. That's
He
game.
is super dead.
That's game. That's game. We're 2-2. We're 2-2 now. We're 2-2 now.
Now
Wow.
take this, my special double super combo attack.
Why do you say that? There's only one.
No, there's two of them. He did super snake kick, didn't he?
You mean two supers, man?
Yeah, I did my double super attack.
Oh, I didn't even realize what you were saying.
Yeah.
Why are you doing a Skeletor sound?
Ragnar the Blood Edge, you'll never be able to defeat my super snake kick.
I believe in your impressions, and I genuinely think you can do better.
Okay, sorry.
I think you got this.
I just like Skeletor, okay?
No, I mean,
Alright.
there's literally no shade in Skeletor. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Alright.
In true Grand Finals fashion, dude.
Yes. It is 2-2. After, that was a really convincing, like, first set of Grand Finals. So it is impressive that we got to 2-2. Oh, really unfortunate whiff. No punish, though, so not unfortunate at all, actually.
That's how it can go, though, with kind of Grand Finals. Sometimes, like, the first set... The difference between the first set and second set can be just, like, insane. Right? There are certain times... 2C connected.
Ooh, boy.
This is like 4K damage on top of fantastic screen positioning here.
This is 5K.
Jesus,
Oh, he
250.
gets hit with the stance button. Oh my god.
You tried to DP and you were wrong. And I'm not gonna lie, Fuzzama now is at set point here for Grand Finals reset.
Fuzzama sweep?
I mean, it's possible. For all the things that he's gone through in this bracket alone, to finally come out on top would definitely be a pretty good feeling, especially when you're dealing with a bracket reset in a situation like this.
Nice hit. Bonk.
Beautiful extensions to bring that up to about 3K. Alright. Depriving Play Guy of the burst is the first step of getting this game right now.
And those IBBs are very good. That's actually the entire reason why Play Guy's been able to go into those 3Cs on block so frequently, was because Fuzzama wasn't IBBing, but now that he is, he just had a whiff 3C there. Very dangerous. Nice.
Up back chains coming out here from Fuzzama, managing to get that hit quite quickly. This is not going to kill, but remember, it's a guess for game situation, guess for tournament. There's a ton on the line, but the 2B ends up connecting. Active flow and OD.
There's no way. That's it. Oh, this Fuzzama sweep.
Fuzzama with the reverse 3-0, handily taking it over Play Guy after that massive first set win for Play Guy. Fuzzama manages to bring it back from the brink and cooks.
Thank you, Jay
Blair.
Hansen.
Man, that was crazy.
That was good. That was good.
It's crazy, dude.
That was good. That was really good. Fuzzama came back after I had lost all hope, but he came back.
I'm telling you, when he won the first game of that like grand finals reset, I was like, oh, it's over.
It's Jover.
I was like, I see. This is what we're doing now. Okay. There's just times where you can feel the like gift in energy when someone like wins a game when they're down in the chips and you're like, this could be a long one or someone's gonna get put to rest quickly. But yeah, sheesh. Okay. I believe that that's all that we've got for today. We've already gone through a ton of the list of the stuff that we've got going on.
Yes.
Look at the Twitter for any other updates. It's at BostonBlueBeat. Please make sure to, like and retweet the stuff we put out. Definitely want to share that with a ton of different folks out there.
Yep.
For our online weeklies, we've got another CF weekly next week. And we do have a Plus R weekly starting on Tuesday at 8 p.m. So be sure to pull up for those. I don't know who we want to raid. We could raid Fuzzama if you want to do that for some more CF love and all that jazz.
And remember to come to beach episode on July 15th and come to the actual beach on July 16th and go to the weekly the day before and go to UMAD and go to all your local events and the online events too that aren't local but they're online. So that's basically local.
You should do that and then finish off the Matcherinos because
yes,
we pay out players kind of quick. So let's get that Matcherino done real quick so that we can, give them a little bit extra money. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Brain
we
lag.
have 12 codes left, guys and gals, and non-binary, and non-human beings that don't identify as such. Yo, thank you, Ryer, immediately for putting in the 25 cents. Brian Lag again with the $50.
Brain lag.
It's brain lag.
It's brain. Oh my fucking god, bro.
Dude, what have you done?
I've done everything wrong.
Shoutouts to Brain Lag for having both the first and the second top contributor spots.
That's powerful energy. I won't lie.
I appreciate it. 9 codes left. We're gonna raid Fuzzama, just like Guido said. Don't be a bitch. Join the raid. Support the scene type of shit. Blah 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 blah. I think the next thing we're streaming, Wake Up 214B, truly is pinned. That is crazy. Anyways, I think the next one we're going to be streaming is a college exhibition on Sunday, so check that out if you guys want to tune into that. Otherwise, I have nothing else to say. Shout out UMAD again, Nachos. I'm hitting the raid button.
Come to UMAD, eat poutine, drink beer.
Yeah, do that.
Are we raiding?
Yeah, we're raiding. Don't worry. It's on the way. The raid has begun.
All right. Tell the Fuzzama viewers to click codes.
You do it like that.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna lose it, bro.
Oh my fucking god.
We're in hacker voice. Yeah, we did it. Thumbs up. Play guy Alt F4 at the end of that last game.
Nah, I feel that.
I mean, it went like connection was lost, and then in the room there was only Fuzzama. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That shit was crazy. Cause in my head I was like, man, this person really about to 6-0 run this back from loser side. And Fuzzama really was like, bitch, please.
I won. I saw him win the game, and that's why I literally went, "Oh, Fuzzama has this." I was like, "Oh, man."
Bro, when you really, mind you, I don't know shit, right? But the fact that y'all are just like, I can't believe that actually happened off of like the specific interaction. I'm like, oh, okay, it's one of those. Man's gone.
Dude, that wake up 2-4B against BananaKen.
It was a misinput too.
That was definitely a misinput, but like just the fact that that happened is just like what.
All right. So I don't remember where I got Matcherino money from, but I've used all of it on BostonBlueBeat. So at least one of you has to come to UMAD.
Oh, thank you.
So there you go.
I actually think Spencer is heading up.
I told Spencer he always has a place in my heart and in my basement.
Yeah, because he specifically said that because UMAD is 2 weeks away from beach episode, he's going to do the trek, get COVID, sleep for 10 days, and then have 4 days to prep each episode. He specifically said that to me, so you will definitely be seeing him.
Spencer's based.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I wish I could.
what is
You
it?
wish you had COVID?
Yeah.
Dang. Is everything okay?
No, I'm doing the payouts right now. So
Okay.
alright, it was Fuzzama, Play Guide, BananaKen, right?
Yeah. Yo, we got 4 codes left, bro. I don't know how we have 135 viewers and they can't claim 50 fucking codes, bro. I don't ask for a lot.
Look,
Lazy
this is
bitches,
the
bro.
most I've seen out of CF stream take codes. So
We've filled out codes before, but I don't know why this time people were just like,
Yo,
okay, yeah.
that shit was funny, bro. That's gonna be a pretty good VOD. I hope that VOD performs well. I don't fucking know, man. Yeah, Nachos. You're good to go. Otherwise, me, Tweedo, and Teo are
Okay.
just gonna do like a 10-minute chat.
All
Whatever
right.
random shit.
Good
Yeah.
night then.
Easy, dude.
Alright. All right.
I'll wait till midnight for them to use the codes. If not, then I'll pay out.
Wait, here. Let me use the power of shilling to my friends.
Yeah.
We are at 4 codes, man. Jesus fucking Christ. Add everyone. I need claimers. 4. All right. The only thing I really just want to talk about is this fucking shirt because I want to
Okay.
get it printed. That's
Is
all.
it about the slogan or whatever?
Yeah. Motherfucker, dumbass. Yeah, that's what we're calling him. He told me that if we don't have an idea, he's gonna steal the old beach episode stuff, which I need to also find now.
Wait, who are we talking about right now?
Plug.
Okay. Just so I'm like getting clarification.
All right, I gotta figure out where this T-shirt is though. Where do you put the T-shirt design? Beach episode July, and I think there's a. Okay. Uh, there you go. Is this it? Yes. Can I just download this real quick? Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Why can't? Oh, there's a download button. So he's either going to. We're either gonna use a slogan that we figure out, or once this thing fucking loads. Jesus fucking Christ. Or you'll see here in this color reference image, you see how it says Boston Bluebeat prevents a fighting in community event beach episode. He'll probably
Oh
just do
yeah.
something similar to that.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be probably like Boston Bluebeat, a fighting game community, something, something, something. He'll figure it out.
I feel that works for a beach episode, but for this one, because it's such a generic like shirt for our brand,
Uh-huh.
it's like I don't know. I think I could see us doing something more special for it
Yeah,
or saying
absolutely.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Also, are you recording like Discord or something? I'm hearing myself.
Oh, sorry. Are you
Because of
watching my
his
stream?
audio setup.
Yes.
Yeah. It's fucking weird. Just
Okay.
yeah. It's fucking weird, but it's the only way to make Discord work properly on the stream for some reason. I don't know why my audio is being fucking awkward. But
Dang.
yeah, I just wanted to like bring that into mind. Also, Tweedo, check your emails. Do that application information.
Oh, we all got it. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, we all gotta do it. But it's good that we can just
We
get it out the way.
all.
Yeah. I'm glad that it's finally done. Maybe I'll boot up and fucking check Zama's stream a little bit to see what's up. But yeah, I don't know. That's like really it. I don't really have anything else to say.